Garage Door Brakes, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. Jay's Corner is now open 7 days a week. Stop in at Jay's Corner, Lynn Avenue and F Street, downtown Elizabethton. Now open Sundays 11 to 4, in addition to Monday through Saturday hours of 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town. You'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and more. And summertime is the best time of year for cold shakes and ice cream, especially Sundays. See the full menu on Facebook or visit eatjayscorner.com or call 547-3300. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coach Sean Witten Show. Coach, we're going to a very unfamiliar place. Haven't played DB in a regular season game since 2008. We had 2007, 2008. Your first 2 years here was when we played them. Going into tonight, 6A school, huge atmosphere, million of people in the band, 15,000 dancers on the sideline. It's something different that you're going to have to reel in the players, another piece of adversity that we're going to have to go through.
Well, obviously it's a really good school. It's got great tradition. They're a big school, but, it's a great atmosphere. It's something you thrive to play in, and we're glad we got this game on the schedule. It comes at a great time for us because, it comes at a pivotal time in the season, missing the Boone game. It becomes a marquee game. It allows us to kind of set up the second half of the season, get into the final stretch here, and then, obviously the size and the speed and how well coached they are and their fundamentals. You're not going to see as good as football team down the road and in the playoffs as we're going to see against DB. Well coached, really strong and physical in the box. Offense and defensive line. I mean, you're talking about things people don't realize, Tony, is you're talking about a tight end, a running back, offensive lineman that just play offense. You're talking about a defense of people. I mean, only one guy on the defense plays on the offensive end. I mean, that's you don't see that, but it's a numbers game. Our best players are going to play 80 to 90. Their best players are going to play 60. And that's the difference in winning a 4A school and playing a 6A school.
And, you just talked about their defensive line. From an offensive standpoint, their defensive line are thinner, they're quicker. What kind of problem does that present you as a play caller?
Well, the one thing they do on defense is a relentless effort. I mean, they really rally to the football, gain tackles. I mean, they pursuit. I mean, turnovers, penalties. I mean, obviously that's the name of the game on offense, but, I mean, we're going to have to really beat them to the punch. Really have to do a great job and make sure that our communication's on point. We're executing. We're mentally into the game, and we just can't, make sure that incomplete passes are not going to beat us. And so we got to do a great job, try to get the ball out to our receivers, make sure we're running and getting some great execution. Tough runs going to be name of the game, and hopefully we can get the game in the fourth quarter and have a chance to win at the end.
Sometimes 2nd to 10 ain't a bad thing, is it?
No, it's not. I know it's what we've preached to our quarterbacks: just make good decisions. Know where you're going to go with the football, 2 hands on the ball. I mean, they're phenomenal in all areas, run stopping, pass rush. They're good in the secondary, really quick. I mean, I don't know if we may play guys that are bigger, but, they're pretty fast in the secondary. Closing speed, breaking on the ball. There's not really a weakness out there on Dobbins Bennett's football team.
And I don't know if we'll go through the rest of the season, even into the playoffs, where we will see as much man coverage or press bell coverage on the outside.
Well, it's tough, I mean, a lot of the 6A schools can do that to you. Science Hill's done that to us in the past. Sometimes Anderson County's done that in the past. It's got, some phenomenal skill players. And, you talk about guys that just play one way, you can coach them a little bit more. There's more knowledge, there's more motions, there's more shifts, there's more coverages, there's more installation. And so, It's just when you have guys that can play one way, they're what they're learning becomes simple. They're doing the same things over. And they're really good at that. So great challenge for us, great opportunity, excited about it. Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be a great opportunity for our guys, and it's going to be a tremendous crowd and a tremendous atmosphere.
Last question before I hand it to Stacy. What do you want to see offensively? What kind of jump do you want to see this offensive unit take for going from last week to this week?
I mean, we've done exactly what we needed to do. At times we've not been crisp, but in times we're moving some guys around. We're still learning a lot about ourselves, how much we can depend on different guys. I mean, Zeth plays a lot of snaps. Holger plays a lot of steps. Getting Mason Bolivar, he's playing a lot of snaps. Cam, we're asking a lot out of him to play multiple positions. So, the thing about it is we got to take what the defense gives us. We got to be smart. We got to eliminate the pre-snap and post-snap penalties. And we got to do a great job of pass protection to allow the Q to get the time off when we need to. And then, we got to win. We got to win our one-on-one battles. We got to win on the outside. We got to win on the inside. Running backs got to do a great job of taking care of the ball. We've not been in a game like this going all the way back to the first 2 weeks of August. So, this game comes at a really good big time for us tonight.
Well, let's talk about that just a little bit. It's been a long time that I can recall that I've seen that much excitement or this much build-up for a game that didn't involve somebody wearing a green jersey during the season.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to Elizabethton to go over there. How are you handling that? This is a big deal for this.
Well, we just try to focus on the small details. We've tried to focus on us. It's not about them; it's more on us. And then, we've not really tried to get into the to the logistics of it, and we've just tried to really focus on, the crowd noise, obviously, communication, just the small details. And, we understand that we know one thing, our kids are going to play really hard, and, we're going to have opportunities to win it, and, hopefully we can come through.
Let's talk a little bit more about when you're on offense and they're on defense. Coach Christian has said the linebacker they have there is the best that he's ever had. And that's a big statement. As long as he's been with the program with Coach Clark, how are you going to deal with that with the linebacker?
Well, I mean, I think we played Morristown West, who's been really good. I thought Morristown West has some great size. I mean, I think that the guy at Science Hill coming off preseason All-State was as good. Necessary is as good as it gets too. They had both of their inside linebackers back, so we've played a really good competition. The thing about it is, Stacy, is he's got really good front four. He's got a sophomore defensive tackle. They're more athletic up front. No, not very big, but they'll slant and pinch, get to the gaps. They're super strong. I mean, that's the thing. Those guys work out too just as much as we do. I mean, they're on a strength program and super strong. And so, you see some games versus Asheville and maybe Morristown East, but I mean, you flip on the Greenville game, you flip on Farragut. That's a different Dobbins Bennett football team. And so, we got to be prepared to play 4 quarters. We got to be prepared to be a physical, dominant football game. And I think our guys are ready to step up to the challenge.
Let's go to the other side of the ball. When you watch the film on Dobbins Bennett, a lot of movement, and you can almost follow the H-back and tell what they do. They use the H-back as much as a team that wouldn't be considered a wing T team as you'll ever see. What do you look for from your defense?
Well, tight end's a really good player. We mentioned him playing one way. They move him around a lot, and he's pretty big. I'm not sure he could be a really good defensive end if we had him in our scheme. But, I think that, we just got to do a great job inside. Our end's going to be active. We just got to eliminate the big plays. They're not a huge throwing team. They will throw it deep. They will take their shots. But, I mean, they're a true inside zone football team. They want to hammer on you. They want to lay on you. I'm hoping our front four come ready to play. Our linebackers got to be really tough. Holzer and Zeth are kind of undersized. They got to be really feisty. Justice, we're going to see how far he's kind of grown up and come as a sophomore inside linebacker. But these are the games you prepare for. This is the reason why you do all the work, and I know our guys will be ready for the challenge.
All right. Coach Whitten, as always, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for tonight's version of the Coach Sean Whitten Show. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors as we have the kickoff in a big contest. David versus Goliath, as they're calling it over here. where 6A Dobbins Bennett entertains your Elizabethton Cyclones. Tony and I will be back with our preview of the game here on your station for Cyclone football, WBEJ.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones! In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165. The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19E at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyls, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
WBEJ, AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
It's game time with Stacy Street and play-by-play from Tony Briggs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to a new place for me and Stacy to call the game. We're here in Kingsport at J. Fred Johnson as your Elizabethton Cyclones travel to Dobbins Bennett to take on the Indians for the 77th time. I'm joined by my tag team partner, Mr. Stacy Street. Stacy, this is a first for us.
It is. I hope it's a good first.
I do too. Sometimes firsts are real good, and I hope this is one of them.
I do too, Tony. I do too. It's a beautiful setting over here. I'm telling you what, this thing looks like a college campus. And big old press box. We're way up above the field up here, and we're going to try to call it the best we can tonight. But just this is a big ball game.
It is.
Really big ball game for the Cyclones tonight.
It is. As your Cyclones come in at 5-0, DB comes in at 3-2. Both teams are on pace to only have 9 games played. The last time, we talked about it a little bit last week, the last time your Cyclones won was 1988, and they won by a final score of 34-7. Since then, we're 0-13.
Right. We need to right that ship tonight. It's been a long time. It used to be former conference rivals here when it's 3 classifications. Still played them for a little while after that, but for whatever reason, it's been a long time. So good to see it here. And all week in Elizabethton, the talk's been David versus Goliath, and that's really what this is. So real good test for the Cyclones tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they got more players. We do. The band will have more than we do. Cheerleaders more. So everything's a bigger school. They got 3 times more students than what Elizabethton got. But the stage where we have played, where we have been to Chattanooga and played, we've been to Cookeville and played twice, we've been to ETSU and played twice, we've been to Anderson County and played. I don't think these kids will be intimidated by this setting.
No, I don't either. And, you know, we'll talk about this more as the broadcast goes along tonight, but, you know, the Cyclones need this ball game. They lost the Boone game. This year, I'm not sure how much difference that makes because Boone's really down. So you've got to play head-to-head with the 6A school the size of Dobbins-Bennett to see how you're going to fare when you go down the road, when you go down in the semifinal games and the championship games. This is a perfect test for the Cyclones. It's almost like a freebie, too, because it's not a conference game. It's not going to affect you in the standings. But it gives you a chance to see how you handle this type of environment, but more importantly, how you handle a really good football team.
Yeah, and there's, some more adversity, shall we say, happened today. You know, they ended up needing 3 buses. They only got 2 buses. So they ended up having to pile on 2 buses. So there's a little bit more adversity. When we come in, we're told to park somewhere. We park. They say, no, you don't park there. You go back and park where you're supposed to park the first time. So a lot of adversity coming through, a lot of hurdles to overcome tonight. And on top of that, you heard Coach mention it and Coach Whitten show, they located the band now to the visitor side.
Yeah, so it takes up one half of one section of stands for Cyclone fans. So that's okay. I'm sure the Orange can come over here on this side and be just as loud. And you know what cures all of that?
Yes, the W.
A W. A big O-W. That takes care of every bit of that.
It does. It takes a W. Coming in, like I said, all time, your Cyclones are 17, 55, and 4 against DB. Sean has coached 2 times against them, and right now he's 0-2 against DB. Of course, that was against Graham. That was his first 2 years he was hired in 07 and 08. Those are some interesting facts. And on the year, Sean's record, for the career, Sean is 159 and 48. Overall, your Cyclones are 642, 353, and 26 overall record in 100 seasons.
George Gwynn, he played on the last DB team played on the last Elizabethan team that beat DB. So you've seen George and see how old he looks. It's been a long time ago. So we need to take care of that tonight.
All right, let's go ahead and go back to the station for this 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue with tonight's breakdown of this pivotal 4A versus 6A as your Cyclones travel to J. Fred Johnson to take on Dobbins-Bennett. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods, including hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll also enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And on football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers both 10 and 16-ounce prime rib with salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and accepting carry-out orders. A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson's. We got about 24 and a half minutes. We tee it up and kick it off in tonight's contest. Stacy, a little bit more about the two teams coming in on the year. Your Cyclones have scored 222 points for an average of 44. DB has scored 164 for an average of 33. Defensively, your Cyclones have only given up 34 points, average of 7 points a game, and DB has given up 86 for an average of 17 points a game. And that does not count the Greenville. Which those stats never counted. So coming in, the Cyclone defense has been, everybody knew how stout they would be, and they've lived up to the billing. But tonight they're really going to be tested.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real test tonight against Dobbins Bennett, mainly because of the size that we're going to be going up against. I mean, just really, really impressive with the line out there, how big they are, and across the board. And we'll talk about that a little bit when we talk about the keys of the game.
That's the band's coming out to do their thing. On a couple of stats on the year, Rhett is coming in on the year. He's 42 for 63 for 696 yards, 10 touchdowns and 3 picks. And on the ground, he's 14 of 31 for 1 touchdown. And that, before I go into the rest of them, that's the key for me is tonight. I think Rhett's going to have to be the ability to run the ball because they're going to key on 7. They're going to key on 27.
Yeah.
Because he's not shown that he is willing to run. So I think Coach Wynn's going to have to run him a little bit.
Well, and he had a real breakout game last week. So Rhett did. So now he's got a chance to showcase something else, showcase his legs a little bit.
All right, our running backs, Cam, he's got 10 carries for 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. Zeth has got 35 carries for 287 yards and 6 touchdowns. Holzer, who is back tonight, has got 30 for 178 and 4 touchdowns. And Jeriah has got 10 carries for 50 yards and 3 touchdowns, all from the Wildcat. Coming in for the receiver, our leading 3 receivers is Jeriah. He's got 18 for 257 and 7 touchdowns. Eli, coming off a big game last week, has got 13 for 248, 3 touchdowns. And Luke, who missed last week but is healthy to go this week, is 12 for 219 for 1 touchdown. When you look at the top 3, there's only 6 receptions separating number 1 from number 3. And yardage, there's only 42 yards difference between the 3.
Well, and I think that's one key for the Cyclones is each week they've had somebody else that stepped up. Last week, we saw Eli Blevins have a breakout game. Saw Slagle Rhett have a breakout game as far as throwing the ball and the accuracy and the ability to hit the open receivers last week. So, who will it be tonight? How many will it be tonight? I think is going to be the key.
So it's got about 21 and a half minutes. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to the station for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll do our weekly picks, Stacy's keys to the game, and then we'll have our starting lineups. All that right after these 2-minute words from our sponsors.
Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com.
Don't throw your money out the window when it's hot outside.
Yeah, you need to call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They can make sure your air conditioning is doing its best.
And be sure to ask how you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit when you install a new heat pump system. Financing is available too.
Your home will be so comfortable, and you'll save money.
Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems for a free quote at 926-2665.
The Merle Norman Cosmetics fall line has arrived at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique downtown Elizabethton. Come in today and see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall. Ladies, schedule your makeover for the upcoming fall and winter formals now because appointments are filling up every day. And shop the summer clothing and jewelry in stock, now reduced by 30% to make room for the new fall merchandise arriving daily. Take advantage of all this and much more at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. There's more services than you can imagine at TLC Massage, 922 West G Street, Elizabethton. Owner Taylor Arnold has been a massage therapist for nearly 10 years and with her staff offers massages for relaxation and better health like cryotherapy to reduce inflammation, lymphatic massage reduces swelling, helps rejuvenate, and removes toxins. Ask about Graston techniques to sugar scrubs, aesthetics, microderms, and more, which you'll also find online at tlcmassagetn.com. TLC Massage, 922 West G Street. Everybody needs a little TLC.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering downtown Elizabethton for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson's. We've got about 18 and a half minutes till we tee it up and kick it off. Let's go ahead and do our weekly picks. And, Stacy, I cut into your lead last week. You only got me by 3. You had me by 5. I was perfect last week, and you missed 2.
Okay.
That'll never happen again, but I'll take it while I can. I've got a week's worth of gloating. We'll start out as Hancock County comes to the Happy Valley.
You know, we got to see Happy Valley a couple of weeks ago. Hancock County's pretty bad, so I'm going to go with Happy Valley.
I went with Happy Valley also. Staying in Carter County, Cloudland goes on the road to North Green.
Who'd you pick?
I went with the Highlanders on that one. I went with Plain Bangers Highlanders on this one.
You know,
he's shaking his head.
What do you think, Wes? They can beat North Green. Yep, I'm going to go with Highlanders mainly because they finally got somebody that they can stay on the field with and not get worn down.
Yeah, I think it's evenly matched. Now, Hampton travels down to Eagleton Academy, who we've seen play against Happy Valley.
I'm going to go with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, if there's possible for around the clock at the first half, it'll happen. And then Thomas Walker comes from Virginia, comes into Unaka.
I'm going to have to go with Thomas Walker.
I went with the opposite. I went with Unaka on that one. Now we get into an interesting contest. Westridge travels to Science Hill.
You know, Westridge has a better record, but Science Hill may have found something last week. They just scrapped Butter and brought in another quarterback, and he threw it all over the place. So
56.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Science Hill.
That's who I went with. And this game's important because right now they're trailing Jeff County. So this is the winner of this one will have a heads up or a leg up for the number 2 seed, depending on the outcome of DB. Carter goes into next week's opponents, Northview.
I don't know enough about Northview. Who did you choose?
I went with Northview.
Well, I will too.
The only reason I did is because Anderson County
destroyed Carter.
They blew Carter off the map. Granger and Cherokee.
Wow. I'm going to go with Granger. I think Granger's got a better team than Cherokee.
All right. We're the same on that one there, too. Volunteer goes to David Crockett.
I think Crockett may finally get back on the W side, so I'm going to go with Crockett.
We're even there, and then I know this pick. East travels down to Greenville.
Green Devils will win that ball game.
The question is by how much? Do they try to prove a point after Elizabethton last week, or?
Well, I think they do, but you know, it's kind of obvious last week against Volunteer. They played their second team. They put the starters in there against Morristown West on Tuesday, played their second team against, for the most part, it looks like, and looking at the stats and everything. So I don't know. I think we're at the point of the season where people are going to play. The players are going to play, and everybody else can fill in when needed. So they'll try to hang as many on them as they can.
And then going into tonight's contest, go ahead and give me your pick, and then give me your keys to the game for Elizabeth to come out here. We'll go on the offensive side first.
Key for, I'm going to go with the Cyclones tonight. I think this is one of those times where we've got a better team They may have some more athletes, but we've got a better team. And I think the key tonight on offense for Elizabethton is, number one, you got to run the ball when you can, but you're going to have to loosen them up with the pass. They've got such a good linebacking core and such a big defensive line. I think running yards are going to be at a premium. So you touched on it a little bit earlier. I think Rhett Slagel's going to have to run the ball, but I think we're going to see some bubbles. I think we're going to see some hook patterns out in the flats, something to try to get your eye out there and kind of loosen that defense up a little bit and then be able to run the ball. But I think tonight, normally we talk about running, setting up pass. I think tonight they're going to have to loosen them up a little bit with passes.
To set up the run. Now, looking into the film, they've got a number 57, Tyler Grizzle. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 292 pounds, defensive end. I don't think I've ever seen a kid consistently use his hands the way he did as far as getting off the block. No, he never has them come into them. He
shucks and sheds better than anybody I've ever seen on film, especially somebody that big and that young. He shucks and sheds as good as I've seen, and it doesn't matter who tried to block him.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And woe be it if a running back comes and tries to chip him, because I've seen him tear one up last week.
Yeah, you better come with a head of steam. Now, you go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Do you think with the transfers that come over, will he play a role in tonight's contest?
I don't think so. You never know. You never know what comes on. So we'll have to see if he does. Flipping the ball a little bit. When we go on defense, I think Coach Whitten talked about it, and I think he's absolutely correct. They're huge. I got some texts from some people sitting in orange over there saying, man, they look big. Man, they look big. That offensive line is big. I think they're going to try to lean on Elizabethton. I think they're going to try to run the ball down their throat. I think they're going to throw when they think they have a chance, but I think they want to run the ball down Elizabethton's throat. And the way they're going to try to do that is these big linemen. So this is going to be the classic battle of what looks like a small college offensive line against Ben Adams, against Mason Ball. Mason Ball's going to see how he stacks up tonight against college-level players. Will that speed that we've been talking about, it's one thing to go around the lineman at Sullivan East. It's a different one to go around them at Dobbins-Bennett.
Right.
And, if you watch the film on Dobbins-Bennett, it more than any team that is not a true wing-back team, they use this tight end H-back directs the plays. Yeah. And he won't always start there. He's going to start out, but then he's going to come back in. And you can always tell when they do that, they're pulling, and they're going to try to blow somebody up. I think tonight the key is going to be, and I would bet really good money, what little bit of money I should say, that Jordy Harrison has put this in their head. If your guy leaves, if you go too far across the line, you're going to absolutely get blown up.
Yep.
And if you watch them on film, and what I mean by that is the tackle will vacate, and that defensive end thinks, okay, here I go. And then all of a sudden, you've got a huge guard or a huge tackle or a good-sized H-back coming in, they're going to blow you up.
Yep.
And then they run right off of that, and they'll do that until the Cyclones are able to stop it.
Yep.
If they can control the H-back directing the offense tonight, we can win this ball game big.
Right. You're exactly right. And if you go back and watch, we've watched a lot of film, not nearly as much as the coaches, but we've watched a lot of.
I guarantee you Sean Whitten's watched more film for this game than all of them combined this year, minus Science Hill.
I would say Sean Whitten's watched more today than me and you have combined. I would say that, and I'll be safe in saying that. But if you watch and what little bit I've seen and what little bit you've seen, they're probably 65, 70% motion. Some of it, if number 7 goes in motion, it's all eye candy. It's eye candy. It's eye candy. Yeah. If one goes in motion, then he's going to lead you to the ball. That depends on who the motion guy is.
That H-back, though, when he moves, it's not eye candy. It's not a decoy.
Right.
That is where they run. And the teams that have beaten Dobbins-Bennett have stopped that this year. Mm-hmm. And the teams that Dobbins-Bennett has been able to beat, they haven't stopped that, and their defensive tackles probably couldn't get out of bed the next day.
Probably. Yeah, they had to have a nice bath. We got about just a little bit over 10 minutes till we tee it up and kick off. Let's go ahead and go back to the station for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, We'll have tonight's starting lineup, your captains, and the opening coin flip. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsor.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring. The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. You know just how good the chicken wings, pork, and other foods taste at the Tri-City's best Jay's Corner in downtown Elizabethton. The secret is Jay's Dust Dry Rub. And now you can buy Jay's Corner's Dust Dry Rub and take it home and sprinkle or rub on all the meats and vegetables you cook at home for the unbeatable Jay's Corner taste. Dust Dry Rub is an all-season flavoring and seasoning, and it's available for you to buy independently for home cooking. Stop by Jay's Corner today for your own Dust Dry Rub. Jay's Corner, 216 South Lynn Avenue at F Street, Elizabethton. The menu is online at eatjayscorner.com. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones! If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
We now return to Dobbins-Bennett High School in Kingsport, where the Elizabethton Cyclones are playing football tonight, and the national anthem is in progress here on FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
A minute just to honor our country. That was I put goosebumps on it. That was kind of special right there from the Dobbins-Bennett band. Stacy, let's go ahead and
let's just mention this.
Yeah,
they have as many in their band almost as we have in our high school.
Exactly.
They got the alumni band. Our average, I think there's probably 300 to 400 people out there.
I'd say there's 500 out there because they go from the 5 to the 5.
Yeah. So that was impressive. That was impressive.
Yeah. And and that's not counting the color guard who goes from the 5 to the 5, almost to the goal line. But let's go ahead and do tonight's starting lineups. We'll go ahead and do the defense. As DB comes in running a 4-3, so I'll go ahead and do the defensive line. Starting at defensive end, number 26, Amari Maddox. And starting at the other defensive end, number 10, Cooper Martin. And then your 2 tackles, number 3, Justin Hale, and number 59, Nicholas McVeigh.
Tonight on the defensive line for the Cyclones that we talked about, this may be the key to the ball game right here. Our tackles are number 63, Eli Guess, number 67, Landon Hughes. And at defensive ends, we got big Mason Ball, number 82, and number 44, guy that played lights out last week, Ben Adams.
And then your 3 linebackers. Starting at your 2 inside, you got number 4, Branson Carswell, number 15, Caden Kobacki, and number 29, Xavier Goodwin.
Cyclones counter in the middle with number 28, Justice Wallen. Outside linebackers will be Landry Buckles and either Zeth Mullins and Caleb Holzer or both.
And your defensive back is number 5, Jay Carnes. Your other corner is number 13, Tylen Taylor. Your 2 safeties are number 20, Nigel Vidal, and number 17, Jalen Thomas.
Cyclones have in the defensive backfield number 15, Luke Whaley, should be back at safety this week. Strong safety number 19, Zach Wallen. Corners, Bryson Rowland. And 11, Eli Blevins. We'll also see Cam Baker and Jeriah Griffin in there at any spot in the defensive backfield.
As the Cyclones come out dressed in all white, as we're down in our little small corner end zone as they're coming out of the huddle, dressed in all white as the fans rise to their feet. We finally get to hear Betsy being played.
Yeah, we do. Band's here tonight, full band, in uniform.
Yep. So as they're coming on, DB is coming down the hill dressed in maroon tops with white pants, gray numbers. The Cyclones are, as I mentioned, they got their white tops, white pants, and orange numbers. They're ready to tee this thing up and kick it off. Stacy, one thing I was going to mention, if you look at the defensive starters and the offensive starters, DB's only got maybe 1 or 2 that'll go both ways.
Yeah, Coach Whitten talked about that. If you don't listen to us on the Coach Sean Whitten Show, make sure you do, because you can really pick up some tidbits. You know, we got a lot of two-way players. They've got a very few of two-way players. And they're too deep, and none of those are going both ways. Right. So just a really, really big team that we're going to face tonight. And, you know, we'll talk about this more as the night goes along, but when you look at this, you're looking at Dobbins Bennett, 2,400.
Over 2,400.
Over 2,400. So other than ETSU, Dobbins Bennett is as big as any college we've got in Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia. So that kind of gives you an idea of the pool of talent they've got to pull from.
Yeah. As their band's playing their fight song, as the Sea of Orange took every seat that was available for us. We've also got some scattered in the end zone setting, and the band has got every bit of their seats, plus they got some standing. So we took a full advantage of every one of what Dobbins Bennett has allowed us to use seating-wise. We've taken full advantage of as we're down to about 1 minute and 45 seconds till we tee it up and kick it off for tonight's huge contest between your Elizabethton Cyclones 5-0 and Dobbins Bennett coming in at 3-2. Stacey, do you feel like, looking at it, if you was a Dobbins Bennett end, if you was Joey Christian, do you feel like this game has got as much riding on it for you as it does for the Elizabethton Cyclones, or do you think it's kind of hard?
I think this game's bigger for the Cyclones. I think Dobbins Bennett sees it as a game on their schedule, a tough contest. I think the pressure on Joey Christian is don't lose to a 4A school. Don't lose to Elizabeth. So I think that might be some pressure on him. The Cyclones, they really don't have anything to lose in this game, but I think it means more to Elizabeth than it does Dobbins Bennett. All the David versus Goliath, all of the, how do we really stack up this year? What do we look like? You can almost always take that Science Hill game and kind of put it in a category by itself, right? Because of the sheer rivalry there. I think because of the history, the length of time since it's been, I just think this game may mean a little bit more to Elizabeth than it does Dobbins Bennett.
Especially the older clientele. I think it means a little bit more to the older clientele than it does maybe the new one. As captains are coming out for DB, you got number 10 Martin, number 11, Wallace. At number 12, Luzinski, and also number 55, Comfort.
Cyclones come out, as Tony said, in their all white with their black football helmets, number 82, Mason Ball. Caleb Holzer, number 27. Zeth Mullins, number 7, and number 15, Luke Whaley. Good to see him back this week.
Yep, good to see Luke back as they're down getting ready to...
Looks like a secret. They're all crammed in there. flip the coin.
Maybe they can't hear for the band's play, so they're trying to get together for this huge contest coming in on tonight. It's a good measure stick for both teams. It's a good leapfrog that Coach Whitten mentioned last year. About this time last year is when it clicked for the Cyclones, and they turned the corner. We win, so I know what that means. We're going to get the ball.
Yep, we're going to take the ball.
Yep, and they're going to...
We're going toward the scoreboard, back toward home.
Yep, so we're going from right to left. Listen to us at home. As your Cyclones are going to get the ball first, and we'll be going from right to left as you're listening to us. We appreciate each and every one. States while I got them in. A couple of quick shout-outs. Mr. Mike Barnett riding around on his mower. He said it's a good night to mow and a good night to be a Cyclone. Also got Mr. Wayne Kelly listening to us. Also got Cody Meadows listening to us back home. And we got Randy and Tammy and Alex, Brooke and Ethan listening to us. And a quick shout-out to the great people down at Ford of Elizabethton and CDJR of Elizabethton for their continual uncanny support of the Cyclones. Several more. You got some?
Yep, I got some. We're going to shout out to Terry Kitchens listening to us in South Carolina tonight. Got Hermanata for listening to us up in Stony Creek, Nancy Berry, Michelle, Charlie, Jeffrey, and the whole Berry gang. Again, thanks for the no-bake cookies you sent out. Ronnie and Marlene Taylor, Coach Jim Crow, Coach Gary Elliott and family listening, Johnny Range, Jarfly Duggar, Paul Stout, Benny and Sandy Grindstaff. Got an opening kickoff shout-out here from Stouts Riverside Auto. First, a small business they want to shout out to Fish Springs Marina and Campground Sales and Rentals. Thomas, Charlie, Steve, and the gang, they'll take care of your boating needs. Cheering on Cyclones, number 58, senior Andrew White, who we will hear tonight at halftime in the senior spotlight.
Yep, that's McLean with the kick from DB, and it's a low spinning kick that's going to go into the end zone. And the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 from our own 20, as we'll see what Coach Whitten's got up his sleeve the very first play. Cyclones will be huddled up at the sideline. DB's coming out, looking over, getting the play.
Big an opening series that we got. Let's hit a few more out. Got Sheriff Mike Fraley and Brenda's listening tonight. Sure they're eating ham and cheese. Dr. Sam Brummett listening. Terry Lee Lovelace listening. Scotty Austin. David and Wally are listening to us tonight. Judy Thompson. Larry Treadway.
We got trips to the left. Is this going to be a quick pass out here? Dry gets it. He's across the 20. Still on the say 25. Goes across the 26. Just pick up a 6-yard. And they had trip formation. Nice open to play, a gain of 6.
Yep.
Safe,
wide
easy
open
throw for UQ.
Yep. Safe, easy throw. Good. Let him get some momentum going. So they're going to have it. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. This ball is going to be placed on the 26-yard line. Opening series of your ball game.
We got single receiver to the right. Twins left. H-back going left-to-right motion. Mullins is your tailback. Mullins is going to get it. He's going to go over the left side. He's going to be playing. He's going to go north and south. He's going to get back to the 28-yard line, a gain of 2. So we're going to call it a 3rd down and a long almost 2.5 for your Cyclones.
Yeah, there was something there, but it closed really quickly. So we're going 2nd down. We're going to call it 3rd down and 2.5. 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones on the opening series.
We got trips left. Mullins flips over to the left side of Slagle to the wide side of the field. Mullins going to get it. He's going wide.
Get out there.
Yes, sir. He's down across the 35, 30, up across the 35, and that's enough for a select 7 first down for your Cyclones.
Planted his foot, turned it back in, was able to get it, so select 7 first down for the Cyclones. Good opening series here. 10:49 to go. Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Ball's almost exactly on their own 35-yard line. Bojangles score the game 0-0.
As we got Mason Ball come in to play tight end H-back, you got single receiver to the right, Jirai. Twins left, Ball's your tight end, Mullins is still your tailback as they're looking over to Coach Whitten getting the play. As they're looking now, we got 10:30 left to go here. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Rick's going to have to hurry. And he gets it away, and they're going to hand it to Mullins. Mullins trapping it. Jump cuts to the outside.
Good job,
45, 40, 50. 45.
Oh, God, we got a hole back here.
Yep. Dang it. Oh, they had a great
way behind here. It's either going to be a hands to the face or a hole. What a run that time. Great job by Holzer getting out there. Or that was Zeth.
That was Zeth.
That was Zeth.
Holding, indication of holding against the Cyclones.
You could see it here. It was right out here, probably 15 yards behind the play. So what was a huge gain for the Cyclones are going to end up with a first down and 20 to go.
It's a spot foul, so it's going to be right at
close,
36, right? So it's going to be 19, first and 19. So it's going to be marked back to the 26-yard line, bring up first down and 19 as Mullins, that little jump cut through the hole, had something there.
Yep, and that Cyclone, surprisingly, other than that dive up the middle there, they stopped that pretty good, but outside runs are putting pretty good. We're at 10:15 to go in the first quarter. Bojangles score the game 0-0.
Twins left, tight H-back trying to draw them offside, but DB usually defensive line lines up about a full yard off the ball.
Yeah, they could jump and still not be offside.
Yep. So Holzer's your tailback going with Holzer. Holzer will try to go outside, and he can be run down from back side, so he's going to lose 4 yards, almost 5, back to the 21-yard line.
The delays don't work very well. You got to get upfield and then make your moves. You can't make them behind the line of scrimmage. They're just too fast.
Yep, you got to get north and south, the east and west. As ball goes out, it's been replaced by number 11, Eli Blevins. So Cyclones appear to have split backs. Twins right, single receiver, Whaley to the left. You got Baker back there at your one of your split backs. Now he's going out, so it's going to be a balance formation. Twins left, Twins right. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Ragle barking out the signal. You got balance formation. Holzer's your tailback to the right side of Slagle. Slagle gets it back to pass, and they're going to call it false start.
Yep, false start over here, our tackle.
Yep.
He was about a half a step ahead of everybody.
Yep, just a little bit early.
So it's going to bring up,
going the wrong way.
Take it down in 24. We're playing behind the sticks here.
Yep, so now we're going inside the 20. So we've lost about 3 yards from where this drive started. It's going to bring up second down and a long 23.
Yeah, it's going to be 23.
Yep, 9:20 left to go here. No score. You're going to have Twins to the right. Cam Baker, tight end H-back right, single receiver to the left. Holzer still your tailback, lined up to looking to get in the plays. He's going to be lined up to the right side of Slagle. Stacy, it looks like down here, Luke's got one-on-one coverage because safety's not paying attention to him. And they're going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer's going to try to go outside, and he's going to be hitting the backfield again, and he's going to be slung for a loss, no gain.
If you had an audible that time, you call it and let Luke try to see what he can do out here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little deep in your own possession here, but it's going to bring up third down. It's going to be 28 yards to go for the Cyclones.
Yep.
Just try to get you a little space right here for the punt.
Yeah.
So it started out as a very promising first series for the Cyclones. They playing behind the sticks here now, so they got a third down in a long way. You just try to get back as much as you can here.
Yeah, DB's coming in with actually took a lineman out, so they're going with more of a 3-4 look, but they're bringing both linebackers and creeping up, so look for some kind of pressure as the outside safety's coming. He's looking. He's going to throw it out here to the can. Dry gets across 20. Makes a man miss. 30, 35, 40. Yeah, first down. Yes, sir. First down.
Yes, sir.
Cyclones.
Wow,
yes,
big
sir.
play.
Great play.
Just a little tunnel screen across the middle for Jirai, and he's able to get it. And, I mean, he just outrun the tacklers. Barely 1 yard to go. But not only does he get him breathing room, he gets him a select 7 first down for the Cyclones, who now have it first and 10 on their own 46-yard line with 7:58 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless ball game.
Huge play. Twins right. Slagle's going to get it, and he's going to roll, and he's going to call his own number.
The run.
And
yes,
he's
sir.
going to go up and dive across the 48 and up to the 49. That's enough just to keep them honest. 4-yard run. So it's going to bring up a second down and 6.
Tony, this game's going to be played from the hashes out.
Yes.
Anything in the middle there, they're just really, really stout. Dobbins Bennett is, and I'm not sure we can hit it fast enough to move them out of the way. So at least for the first half, this game's going to be played from the hash marks out. 7:24 to go here. Cyclones have it second down and 7.
3 yards in a cloud of dust in the middle. So you got Twins right, tight end H-back to the left, play clock down to 7. They're audible. Mullins is your tailback lined up at the right side of Slagle. Slagle gets it. He'll hand it to Mullins. Mullins jump cut. He's going to be hitting the backfield, and He's going to be driving. He's still driving. Still
That's
pushing.
Okay.
He's crossed the 45 or 46 down to the 47 down to the 46-yard line. So for a stop for no gain turns into a gain of 5. So we'll bring up a more manageable 3rd down and 2 for your Cyclones.
There's no quit in that kid. No quit in that kid. Tony said it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. 6:44 to go here in the first quarter. Bojangles score the game 0-0.
You got Twins to the right, single receiver, no safety help. And you got H-back, single receiver left, and we'll give them 5. Come on, guys.
Yep.
We had the good play called, and they got 5-yard false start.
You got that 300-member band sitting down here in the end zone with speakers up, so it's extremely hard to hear up here, and we're about a half a mile away from the field.
That's true.
And they're right down there on there, so I'm imagining it's loud for them. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 8.
From about the 49.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7.
Yep, from our 49-yard line. As we got 6:30 left, 6:25 left to go here in the first quarter, scoreless. We've got Twins right, tailback or H-back right, single receiver to the left. And
there we go. We got it back. Yes, sir. Good.
Yep. That 1-yard stop. That
little clap right there did it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Good job by Slagle. So we're going to get that 5 yards back. So as Tony said, it's going to bring up a more manageable 3rd down and 2.
They were bringing the house on that one.
Yeah, they were coming and they were ready to go. So 6:14 to go in the first quarter. Bojangles score the game 0-0. A couple more shout-outs here.
Yes.
Hubert and Shirley Stansberry listening over near Winston-Salem. Tony and Kathy Nave, Ricky Townsend, Elmer Sams, Kevin Sams listening down in Murfreesboro.
And they're going to throw a quick screen out to Gerard. Gerard gets it across 45 down inside the 40 and down to the 36-yard line or 38-yard line. Enough for another select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
You got a fast rush on you. You stand up, you throw it out there, and let Gerard make some moves. Right over near the sidelines, a couple of cuts, and he's able to get it for a first down. So the Cyclones are in business. First down and 10 from the Dobbins-Bennett 38. More importantly, they've eaten up already half of the first quarter.
Yep, look for a double move here soon as you got trips to the left, tailback to the left, single wide receiver to the right. Mullins tries jump cut. He's across the 35, going slaying forward, and he's down near the 31-yard line. A gain of about 6 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
We talk about it every week. If Zeth Mullins goes down, he goes down forward.
Yes, he does.
And that time he had an extra yard, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Cyclones.
That's Cyclone 3rd line, and Red's going to call his own name, and there's going to be a false start. Either false start or it's going to be false start is the indication. A couple more quick shout-outs for they're adjusting the penalty. We got Jim and Ann Caldwell listening to us. We got Jimmy Enzer, Marvin Dial, Mama, Miss Gloria's listening. We also got Jerry and Barbara Rumley listening. We got Mr. Jeff Gwynn tuning us in, and we got the First Lady of Cyclone Football, Miss Deanna Ryder. Appreciate her listening. And we also got Mark Garrison listening.
Coach Tony Hart listening. John Walton, Adam Walton's listening somewhere here. Tim and Tammy Troutman, Judge Jimmy Goodwin's across the way. See him over there in the stands. Armetta Woodby, Lee's Better Half's listening. Yeah. Ted Fields, John Burroughs listening. Tim Chambers, Bart Webb, and Steve Burroughs listening up in Slagle's pasture tonight.
Empty. Slagle's going to call his own name. He's going to follow it.
They're going
to start.
They're going to call a legal procedure, I think.
That's what they're going to call on Zeth, but that was close.
Going forward just a little bit right at the snap of the ball.
See, Coach Witten's trying to plead his case.
Yep.
And
let's give some shout-outs here. Preacher Yance, we got Jennifer Jenkins listening back, Dennis Pierce, Barry and Vonnie McKeon, Alan Goodwin in Austin, Miss Bullock's listening up in Kingburg. Our history buffs, Dr. Bob Sams listening to us tonight, Ryan Curtis, Cloudy Gwynn's listening, Jeff's daddy, Patty Woodby listening to us here tonight. So the Cyclones are going to have it to a chorus of boos for the referees from the Cyclone faithful over there. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 12.
Yes, 12.
2nd down and 12. Great play call that time. Had a lot of yardage. Zeth just turned it up just a little bit too soon.
Just a little. They got trips left, and Mullins back to pass, and he's looking. Slagle's looking. He's going to throw it to Cam. Cam gets to 35, lowers his shoulder, and we pass about the 33-yard line. So it's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Thomas Bennett's scared of the Cyclone speed. They're giving them a huge cushion here. Cyclones are doing a good job playing the calls to put those receivers where the defensive backs are not they're not setting up. So good job by the Cyclones there. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. Ball is on the Dobbins-Bennett, we'll call it the 32-yard line. 4:15 to go here in a fast-moving first quarter.
Linebacker number 4 for DB has come out for Bledsoe, being replaced if they take advantage. You got twins right, tight end right, single receiver left, Mullen, or going to throw out here to Eli. Eli gets to 25. He's still on his feet down inside the 20, right at the corner of the edge zone, and that is enough for another Cyclone select 7, first down right at the orange zone. 1st and 10 Cyclones right at the 20.
That guy doesn't make that tackle. Eli's in the end zone.
Yep.
Great job by 11 there as he continues to impress. 3:55 to go. Cyclones have it 1st and 10 just outside of the Dobbins-Bennett 20-yard line. Tony, we're already down to 3:45 here to go in the first quarter. What a
methodical.
Yeah, methodical with the aid of penalties.
Yeah, well,
we've gone back and forward.
More methodical is the penalty. Cyclones trips left, tight end H back to the right, and Mullins is going to get it. Mullins will lower his shoulder. He's still going. He's going down inside the 18, down to the 16-yard line. Pick up of 4 hard yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for your Cyclones as we're at 3:20 left to go here in the first half. No score.
Tony, Cyclones don't look intimidated at all.
No.
They're running their offense. The jitters are there a little bit, and Dobbins-Bennett does this thing where you see a lot of teams do on most downs. They shift that defensive line, trying to get you to move. They'll do it, not every time, but most of the time they'll try to do that.
See, we got one-on-one coverage, and Slagle's going to hand it to, this time he's going to hand it to Mullins. And we fumble it, and
they got it.
Did we get it, or no? Yep.
They got it. Daggone it.
Dang it. Mullins fumbles it, and it's recovered by Dobbins-Bennett at their own 16-yard line as they got hit from behind.
Yep, they come in, strip it out. Dobbins-Bennett's going to take over 1st and 10. The ball's going to be on their we'll call it the 16-yard line. 2:52 to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones would have liked to have come away with some points. They've taken a lot of time off the clock, so it's going to be a telltale sign right here, Tony. Let's see how the Cyclone defense, especially that vaunted defensive line, holds up against these big boys from Dobbins-Bennett.
As quarterback Hurd comes out, he's going to be flanked to the right by Franklin, number 22, a single receiver to the top, and they're going to hand it to Franklin. Franklin's going to go to the outside, and he's going to be hitting. He's still running.
There's a hole right there, okay.
And the back judge finally threw it as he was Eli or Mason Ball was mugged out there on the backside.
Number 13, Bryson Rowland, who they're going to call it on, and the reason why is he's running, but the defensive the receiver out here had a hold of his jersey about 8 inches out. Yeah, so. Cyclones going to have to wrap up tonight. These kids don't come down easy. The quarterback doesn't. The running backs don't. So Cyclones got to be sure tackling either of the legs or gang tackle. But it's going to be 1st down, and
it'll be a spot foul. So they're going to mark it from should be the 18-19-yard line. Should take it back half the distance back to, 10-yard back to about we're at the 8 or 9 yard line.
9-yard line.
9-yard line.
Okay. Let's see what they try to do here. You know, Dobbins-Bennett's primarily a running team, so let's see what they do here.
Split backs, twins left, single receiver to the right. And this time they're going to hand it to tailback. Tailback's going to go up the middle, and he's going to be hit across the 15 up near the 16. He got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Indians as we're 2:30.
A lot of trap blocking by the Dobbins-Bennett Indians. They like to trap. They like to create kind of little games on the inside. Cyclones are going to play outside those hashes. Dobbins-Bennett's going to be content to play inside those hashes. So it's going to be 1st down and 10. Ball's going to be right on the 16-yard line.
As H-back goes from right to left. So he'll be telling you where the play's going. Is they're in pistol formation. They're going to come back side, and quarterback pulls it, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be caught, and he's going to be forced out of bounds, and he's going to be right at the 26-yard line. That's going to be close. If they mark where he's at, it's going to be close to a 1st down. Probably got a 1st down. Knows the ball's right at the 26.
I think they're going to go ahead and call it. Yeah, where he's at, they are.
Yeah. Nope, they're going to call for a measurement. They're going to call for a measurement right here. So there's going to be a measurement. We got chains coming from way far across. We got a couple more quick shout-outs. We got Mr. Keith Scholes, who is listening to us tonight. We also got Wayne Hodge is listening. Mr. Brian Kraft is listening. Caleb is listening to us always in Lexington. Richie Burrow and listening to us. And Mr. Craig Odom. several more shout-outs.
Yep. Chain crew's coming out here all the way across from the other side of the sidelines, all the way over here. I always wondered why they do that.
I don't know.
Kind of marked here. That time they ran away from the H-back on kind of a bootleg. Pretty good pass by the
so they're going
to be short about 6 inches.
Yep, so good measurement.
Yep.
Good time for a measurement. So bring up 3rd down and inches for the Indians.
Actually, that's second down, isn't it?
Should be third. Should be second.
Yeah, it's going to be second down in inches.
Yep, second down in inches. My apologies.
You got to be careful right here. See if they try to go for over the top here. So Wallen, and now they got Whaley out here. Only got one safety out here. What are they doing?
Looks like playing more of a 5-man front.
Yep.
As you got Cyclones appear to be single high safety with corners. Feel like they got
to be a little bit more comfortable if they'd have shown this a little later.
Yeah.
Because, Dobbins Bennett's looking at a single high safety.
Yep. As Dobbins Bennett breaks the huddle.
And they have no receivers, they got 2 out here.
They got 2 as they're all underneath, so you're going underneath center in the old I formation. So look for some type of push or some type of off-tackle quarterback run as Hurd goes under center. And he's going to get it. And the ball's still on the ground.
We got it.
Cyclones have got it. As it's a fight for the ball, and now they're piling on. And the referee's going to get it. We're going to have a big fight, and the referee goes down.
The referee, good.
Yeah, he goes down, and
Cyclones got the ball. Come on now.
We got it right there.
We got it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cyclones take over on the fumble. They're going to have it 1st and 10 from about the 22-yard line.
As the referee got taken out.
He did. Well, if they would have blown the whistle, and they should have when we first got it, that would have happened, but they let them pile on, and I bet he's got a quick whistle after that for the rest of the ball game.
Yeah.
All right, 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Your Bojangles score of the game is 0-0. Cyclones have a long first drive with some penalties and some big gains, and they fumble it deep in Dobbins-Bennett territory, but now Dobbins-Bennett has returned the favor. Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Ball's going to be from, what are they doing?
I don't know what they're doing unless they're letting the referee
catch his breath. Okay. That's the old catcher catches one where you don't want to, and the umpire cleans the plate and gets a drink of water to let him catch his breath. So here we go, finally.
After all that's said and done, the Cyclones now have 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line with 1:44 left to go here in the opening quarter. 0 score, but Cyclones are knocking at the door. Cyclones are going to break the side huddle. They're going to come in. Appears they're going to have twins to the right. Let's see, tight end H-back to the right. Single receiver left. Mullins is your tailback to the right side of Slagle. Slagle gets it. He's going to give it to Mullins. Mullins, 2 hands on the ball. He's going to go down inside the 20. Spins around down inside the 16. Right at the 16, 17-yard line. They're marking pickup of about 5.
You can tell that Ryan Woods, he listened to what he said about torquing. When you go down there, he torques when he goes through there. Never takes a big hit. So 2nd down and 6 to go for the Cyclones.
Cyclones hurried the line, and we got another false start on this side over here.
Yep.
Penalties are killing us.
Well, they're right down there in the
5 penalties already.
Yeah, and most of the time people have enough respect that the band doesn't play while the play's going on. They're not doing that.
Yeah.
That band's playing. They're not playing right now when there's time out, but once they get the ball, they start playing down there. So that's a little classless on their part, but it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Cyclones.
Wouldn't expect anything different the way the week's go. So we got twins right, tight end right, single receiver to the left. Mullins flips over to the left side. Slagle gets it. He throws it. And gets it to Dry. Dry gets it to 15, lowers his shoulder, goes down inside the 11, down inside the 10. 1st and goal, Cyclones. A select 7 for your select 7 first down. Cyclones 1st and goal at the 10 inside the orange zone.
Good job that time. Long pass by Slagle. That time Gerard goes down and gets it. The minute he touches the ball, he's gone.
Yep.
And that last little shoulder right there, what gets him inside the orange zone. So 50 orange zone. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones have it 1st and goal from the Dobbins-Bennett 10.
Trips left, tight end to the right. Slagle's going to call his own number. He's going to the short side of the field. He lowers his shoulder. He goes down inside the 6 or down inside the 8. He's going to be tackled with the mark right at the, where they mark it, at the 6-yard line.
Stayed in bounds.
Yep, stayed in bounds. We got 29 seconds, so fast moving. As appears we got some jumbos. You got 2 receivers coming out. And you got
Baker coming in.
Baker's coming back in, so we've got a heavy package, and that's what they're going
to let the first quarter run out. Good job by the Cyclones there. So we'll go ahead and send it back to the station for a 60-second timeout. But before we do, you're listening to Cyclone Football on WBEJ, your flagship station for Cyclone Football from Kingsport. Where your Bojangles score of the game is 0-0, but Cyclones will have it. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line when we hear these words from our sponsors.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones. Come see the friendly people at Carter Finance for a cash loan. You can get a personal and confidential loan as small as $100, or if you need more for bill consolidation or home improvement, Carter Finance makes both home and land loans too. Carter Finance will also pay off your high-cost title loan or check advance. Call 542-2177 or come by Carter Finance at 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton, and go Cyclones! Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson, where your Cyclones have got a second and goal from the 6. We're getting ready to start the second quarter, all knotted up at 0, looking for the first point. Stacy, what a huge lift this would be if the Cyclones could punch it in right
here.
Yes. As the Cyclones are going to break the huddle, appears they're going to have trips to the left, and they're going to have a tight end to the right, or to the boundary, the short side of the field. Mullins lined up to the right side of Slagle. Looking over to Coach Whitten getting the play. Coach Whitten audibles. And Slagle gets it. He's looking. He throws it out here to Dry. Dry gets it. And it's fumble.
Oh, they picked it up to score.
We got him. We got a fumble. It's another fumble. He got it at 15-20. We strip it down, and they're going to have it. We got it back. We got it back. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Cyclones have got it.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Well, wow. What a hustle play that time.
What?
Dry goes over there, gets the ball stripped from him. That's a scoop. The guy thinks he's going to score. I think it's Eli Blevins over there makes the big tackle on him. There's another fumble. They pick it up, but we got a Cyclone down over here, right on the sidelines.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go back to the station for a 30-second break while they're looking at the injured Cyclones. We'll let you know your score 0-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 980 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Just a quick recap as they threw it out to Gerard on a quick screen. Gerard fumbles. They pick it up. DB picks it up. He's stripped from behind. Defender picks it up. He's running. Eli Blevins chases it down, strips him from behind again at their own 48-yard line, and the Cyclones recover it. So we got the 1st and 10 at the DB 48.
So we go from the 6-yard line, second and goal, back to 1st and 10 again from their 46-yard line.
Yeah,
so
the injured player was Durai, who got up.
44-yard line.
Durai got up and hit off his own power, so hopefully it was just a little tweak. So we're waiting on the referee to blow back in as Coach Whitten has got the players huddled on the sideline as DB comes back out. We're at 11:45, no score in your ball game, sponsored by Bojangles. While we got a minute, you can go by and get you 2 sausage and egg biscuits for only $5, or you can get a Bo sandwich, which is marinated with Bo's traditional seasoning, topped with savory mayonnaise, and 2 thick pickles on a toasted bakery bun. Cyclone's going to hand it to Mullins. Mullins is going to jump cut, and he's going to be hit in, and he's going to go back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he lost a yard on that, back to the 44. Is that the 43? So bring up second down and 11.
Yep, they got his legs that time. Just took him straight down. So 11-14 to go here in the first half. Fast-moving first half. Scoreless first half. Your Bojangles score the game 0-0.
Single receiver left, twins right, H-back right, tailback right, side of Slagle. Slagle trying to draw him off sides to no avail. He's looking, getting the play from Coach Whitten. Play clock down to 10 as he gets plenty of time. DB showing token pressure as they back it up, as they back it. They look, and they got Luke one-on-one. Ball's up to Luke. Luke's got it.
Tried to get a one-handed catch.
Tried to get a one-handed. Yep. They was fighting. But it was good coverage by the
coverage. The ball was right on the money. Right there, he had a shot at it.
Yep. So right there, it's where you want it. They had it. They had it right there.
Clock stops, 10:43 to go before halftime. Brings up a third down and a 10 for the Cyclones. Ball is on the Dobbins-Bennett 43-yard line.
As Jariah's running on the sideline, trying to get loose, trying to convince the coaches to put him back in.
He's got his helmet off.
Yep. He'll find it in a minute. Got twins right, H-back Mason or tailback tight end to the right, and it's going to be a timeout.
Cyclones will take a timeout. When they do, we'll take it with them as we do. Listen to Cyclone Football on WBEJ. 10:43 to go before halftime. Bojangles score the game 0-0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while you're back, they're going to throw screens. They're going to set up a screen here to Mullins.
He's got it all day.
He's got all day. 30, 25, 20, still on his feet, down inside the 15, down inside where they mark it as they finally get down there at the 11-yard line. A
wide open
pickup screen, great call. Yeah. First down, another select 7. First down for your Cyclones. 1st and 10 inside the orange zone at the 11-yard line. How big screen is that, Wes? 32-yard screen, wide open.
Zeth ran 15 yards before Dobbins-Bennett player was within 10 feet of him.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up first down and go first down and 10 for the Cyclones from the 11.
A handoff to Mullins. Mullins is going to go, lowers his shoulder. He's going to create contact. Ball inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Pickup of 3 yards. One thing about Mullins, he's going to bring the contact.
He is. 10 minutes to go here until halftime. Cyclones have it second down and 8. Ball's going to be on the 9-yard line.
As you got twins left, single receiver, tight end to the right. Mullins flips over to the left side of Slagle. Play clock at 18, plenty of time. Slagle looking. He gets it. He's looking across. He's looking to the ball up to Eli. He throws it out of bounds. Wow. And good coverage as the defender as DB checked the receiver inside the 5 yards. So it's going to bring up third down and 7 from the 8-yard line.
Tried to go to that corner. I think Brett may have seen that. He threw it to the band over there, sitting in the corner of the end zone.
You miss long, miss out of bounds.
Yep. Jariah, as we said, is back in there for the Cyclones, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, as he flips over to the right side, you're going twins right, single receiver left, tight end left, Mullins to the right side of Slagle. Slagle trying to draw him off sides. DB's slant the line as they're looking, getting the play. Play clock's being changed down to 5. Plenty of time as Slagle gets it. He's rolling out to his right. He's still rolling. He's rolling.
There he is.
He's going to throw it, and he throws it just out of the reach of Luke Whaley. He had it, and there's a 15-yard penalty against DB. Should be personal fouls. He just slammed
That's
Kyron
going to give us
down.
first down and goal.
Yeah, Joey Christian's got his hat off in his hand out to about the 20-yard line.
There's nobody over there.
Yeah,
It's for everybody to see.
Yeah, there's no hiding that because it happened right in the middle, and looks like, according to Kyron, they're going to his actions are probably going to show dead ball, personal foul against. They're going to do offsetting, so the play is not going to count. So should be third. I don't know why he's picking up the ball. It's offsetting, so it's going to be the dead ball during the play, so it's going to be third down. We'll replay third. No, sir.
It doesn't remain fourth down.
If they was in the play, the referee said the ball remains fourth down. If it's in the play, it should remain third down. I'm sorry, but
he didn't even know what down it is.
No.
He had to turn around and look over at the yard marker.
Yeah, as he still got the mic on. There's no way that's fourth down. No, there's no way. If they said the penalty happened during the play, it was third down, and now they're saying fourth down. Coach Witten's wanting an explanation, and he deserves one on this because that was totally wrong.
He's still got his mic on.
And the referee's left the mic on, so we're hearing it. As we're listening in.
Here comes Hurley to get.
No, that's Forrest Holt coming in. He's telling them, don't tell him Forrest his mic is on.
Oh, yeah, they told him.
Oh.
All right, well, it's probably pretty good they did that.
Yeah.
9:33 to go here before halftime. It looks like it's going to be fourth down. When they call fourth down, I saw 25 over there, so we're standing to see if Bowers is going to come out and attempt a field goal.
But what we're questioning is he said it happened during the play. So it must have happened after the play.
So Bowers is
now
coming
comes on to attempt see where they're going to mark it. They're going to put it down about the 16-yard line. So it's going to be a 26-yard field goal for the freshman. Bowers to look for our first points of the game as DB is showing token pressure to the right side. They're waiting the snap from Mullins, the hold from Whaley, and the kick from Bowers. Snap's good, kicks down, up, and she splits it, ladies and gentlemen, and it is good.
Strike up Betsy.
So with 9:27 left to go here until halftime, your new score, sponsored by Bojangles, Cyclones 3, Indians 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Dobbins-Bennett High School, J. Fred Johnson Stadium, where your Cyclones are leading 3-0 here at a kickoff. Brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto, Elizabethton Glass, the real pain doctor. Call Calhoun, Brent, Elizabethton Glass for all your glass needs.
That was a 7-play, Cyclones threw 35 yards on 7 plays, capped by a 26-yard field goal there from Bowers.
Cyclones kick off. Dobbins-Bennett returns it for 5 yards. They're going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. 9:20 to go to halftime. Tony, just a absolutely flying first half here.
Yeah, let's look down. I said it's 7:40. We're almost at halftime.
And Dobbins-Bennett's ran 4 plays.
Yeah. Let's see if they can run 5 and turn the ball over. They're going to break the huddle from the sideline. They're going to have twins to the right, single receiver tight end to the left. Tailback's lined up to the right side of the quarterback herd as they're going to have a delayed game. Should be a delayed game because the play clock was down to 0.
Thought we had a sideline warning.
Sideline against who? DB? Never heard who.
No, it was over there.
Was it?
I think Sean Whitten's getting a little ear. Side judge is getting just one little more dose.
So they're going jet motion from left to right, and that's all eye candy, and they're going to bring it back to the right. And
good job.
He's hitting up underneath, and he's going to go across the 30, up near the 31-yard line, pickup of 2 yards. They're going to say up to the 32.
Good job by the defensive line that time.
Generous spot, gain of 3. Good job by the defensive line that time. Flipped them over, and Wallen to come up and make the tackle. So it's going to be a gain of 3. So it's going to bring up second down, or gain of 2. Second down and 8 at the 31.
8:52 to go here in the first half. Cyclones lead 3-0.
Breaking the huddle. Twins left, twins right. They're going jet motion. So follow one. He's going to bring it to you. And he does. And he's across the 35, still on his feet. He's going to be tackled up near the 40. And they're going to give it to him right at the 40-yard line. So it's going to be enough for an Indian first down. Like you said, Stacy, one goes in motion. He's going to crack you.
Yeah.
He'll come back on the backside.
He's going to come back on the backside, and they're going to blow you up. So they haven't seen that yet. You kind of forget what they've told you all week when you get here in the heat of battle. He won't forget it again after that crack.
Yep. The DB huddles. They come out. They're going to have a tight formation with twins left, twins right. Tailback flips over to the left side. Quarterback Hurd. Hurd's in shotgun now. He's going to motion him out to the right. He's looking. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught inside the 20 or 30, and at 40, and outside the 35, and he's going to be tackled down the 32-yard line. That was busted coverage on that one.
Busted coverage. Good job by Caleb Holzer flying in from linebacker to be able to stop him. They're going to bring Jirai out now at the safety position.
As Luke comes out, as they're going to have balance formation, and it should be a false start and no whistle. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage and pushed back for no gain. So it's going to bring up second down and 10. It looks like the right side of the line moves, so no gain. So bring up second down and 10 for the Indians as they huddle. This huddle, Stacey, does that play into favor of the Cyclone defense?
Well, it does. They get a little blow here, and you're already down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. Cyclones lead 3-0. Give Cyclones a chance here a little bit to adjust. They're calling in the signal as soon as they see Dobbins Bennett come out and line up.
Single receiver wide right. H-back and one. They're going jet motion, and they're bringing him back, and he's going to be Gus job. Eli Guess.
Read it.
And that hit of the guard following.
He did exactly what he's supposed to.
1 yard, so bring up third down. No, they're going to say no gain, so third down and 10.
Didn't mean to talk over you there. He did exactly what you're supposed to do. He followed that guard to the ball.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up a third down and 10 for Dobbins Bennett. 6:55 to go here. Cyclones lead 3-0. Ball is on the 31-yard line of the Cyclones.
Twins left, single receiver right, H-back to the right, to the left, look for motion.
No,
we're back. Oh, no. Come on, Mason, honey.
Yep.
A little bit too anxious. That's going to give him a free 5.
Yep. I thought he got back, but they line up close. Dobbins Bennett's a yard off, so if they jump a little bit, they build it in.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up 5-yard penalty, so it's going to bring up third down and 5 as the ball's going to be marked at the 26-yard lines. We're 6:42 left to go here until halftime.
Absolutely beautiful sunset over here behind.
He was right. There's one thing they said you see two things over here, sunset and the big band.
Yep.
We see them
beautiful
both.
sunset over Bays Mountain here.
Yep, as DB comes out, you got twins right. Tight formation to the left, tight end overload, and they're looking, Hurd's looking, throw a screen.
But get him.
Yes, sir. Good job by the Cyclones. Sniffed it out. Landon Hughes is out here running the route for the tailback.
Yep.
So he had to eat it, and then he tried to run, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. So it's going to be a loss of 2, so it's going to bring up fourth down and about 7 for the Indians.
That's one of the few times you'll ever see a coverage sack on a screen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He had nowhere to go. He was looking. He was trying.
Huge.
Tucked it at the very last minute to try to run.
Didn't mean to talk over. Huge play for the Cyclones right here as it brings 4th and 7. So don't give them a cheap 5, so they break the huddle. They're going to send trips out to the wide side of the field, single receiver left. Tight end, H-back is lined up to the left. Empty. They're in empty. He's back to pass. It's Hurd. He's looking. He's going to throw. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mason ball, a big ball up, knocks it down. Your Cyclones take over.
Great job, defense.
You know, you got a 4th down and 7 to go there. They try to spread it out for the very first time tonight, and they had an open receiver over there, but Mason Ball gets a big paw up there and knocks the ball down. Cyclones take over on downs. 5:35 to go until halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Dobbins-Bennett 28-yard line.
I'd like to see a 5-minute drive right here and score right before half because DB gets the ball to start the second half.
Give them credit.
The clock's already down to 18 seconds. Coach is going to have to hurry. We're going to have to hurry. It's down to 14. We're going to have to hurry. Down to 12, 10.
Call the time.
We're going to have to hurry if anybody sees it. Down to 5, 4, 3, and they don't rush it. They give it to Holzer. Holzer lowers his shoulder. He goes across the 30, up near the 31 still on his feet. And
the lineman got rolled up down there.
Late whistle. Late whistle. It's a gain of about 4. They're going to mark him up as a 31.
They give him 3.
Yeah, they give him 3, so it brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Cyclones. They're leading by a score of 3-0. Cyclones are going to have trips to the left, single receiver right. Holzer's your tailback line to the left side of Slagle. Slagle looking over, getting the play. Changing the play with audibles. And Slagle's going to roll out to his left. He's still rolling. He's rolling. He's going to throw, and he gets hit. But it's got to Gerard to 45, and he's out at the 50, and that's a low blow, and they took Red out right at his knee.
He's up, though.
That is dirty. He rose straight at his leg, at his knee, and he's pushing them all off, and that's just a dirty play right there.
That's a tough football player right there, though. Good job out there to Gerard. He catches it. Cyclones 1st down, and they'll select 7 1st down for the Cyclones. They'll have it 1st and 10. The ball's just short of midfield as Slagle continues to kind of walk off that Charlie horse a little bit. Yeah, Slagle rolls that way, but the guy goes at him, doesn't try to do anything but hit him in the leg.
Yeah, and the NFL, that's roughing the passer penalty, so that's why I'm irate. You got twins right, H-back right, single receiver left, and they're going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer trying to go over to the left side, and he squirts through, and he's hit and spun backwards.
Wow. Yeah.
When he got hit, he stopped. So like running to the wall and getting 1 yard. So,
all right, I wasn't going to say anything until later, but, let's don't talk about NFL when your Broncos got 70 hung on them by the Dolphins last week.
I have no right to say anything.
4 minutes to go here until halftime. Cyclones have it 2nd down and 8. Ball's going to be just short of the 48-yard line of Dobbins-Bennett.
Twins right, twins left. Slagle trying to draw them offside. Holzer still your tailback line up the left side, looking over, getting the play. And the play clock's down to 9 seconds. Plenty of time. Holzer flips over to the right. DB showing token pressure, and they're coming. They're coming with the blitz, and he's got him. He throws it up and throws it, and Luke had him on the inside, but it's just a little bit outside thrown. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Cyclones from the DB 48-yard line with 3:38 left to go here until halftime. Luke is getting behind these
he is. That time, you hardly see an overthrow ball in the middle of the field. You kind of wonder if Slagle's kind of smarting a little bit from that hit that he had. Big 3rd down and 8 for the Cyclones here. Look for some kind of pass in the
DB showing pressure. It looks like
out in the flats.
Safety blitz.
Got to hurry.
Play clock down to 2, 1, and timeout. So good timeout on the field, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll take his 30. Before we do, we'll let you know Cyclones are up 3-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods, including hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll also enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And on football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers both 10 and 16-ounce prime rib with salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and accepting carry-out orders. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson Stadium where your Cyclones are leading 3-0, trying to get a 1st down. Your Select 7 1st downs are brought to you this year by Select 7 Credit Union. Offer consumer loans, auto, boat, motorcycle, farm equipment, camper ATVs, RVs, jet ski, and personal loans. They offer CDs, money market accounts, vacation and CD accounts. They have free checking, free online banking, free Visa check card, and free online statements. Where you go, they go. Select 7 Credit Union mobile banking. If you live, work, worship, or attend school, in these counties, Carter, Washington, Unicoi, Hawkins, Sullivan, and Tennessee, you can go there.
So Holzer across the 45-40. He lowers his shoulder and down the side to 35 and falls forward to the 30-yard line. Enough for a aforementioned select 7 first down.
That's good luck.
Great hold. Good job blocking up there by Kyron and Seth Campbell on this right side.
2 Virginia counties, Washington and Scott there, and we got a select 7 first down, ladies and gentlemen. Huge hole. Great run by Holzer there. Great job by the right side of that Cyclone offensive line. 3:22 to go. They got it first down and 10 at Dobbins-Bennett 30-yard line.
Slagle going to try Holzer over the left side. He follows the bleed the block from Cam Baker, and he's going to follow down the side to 30 down to the 27-yard line. As we're at 3:15 left to go here until halftime. Cyclones are up 3-0. Good run by Holzer. He's being replaced by Mullins. So you're going to have twins left. Twins right. Mullins will be your tailback.
4th down play is huge for the Cyclones there to get the ball back, and that 3rd down play is huge by the Cyclones there to get that big run by Holzer.
Yep, Cyclones are playing with single receiver to the right, twins left, H-back, tight end to the right side, Baker. Mullins is your tailback. They're looking at getting the play. Hurry, get the play in. You get the play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they snap it. Nope.
They call
another timeout. You got to get the play in quicker on that one. So we'll take that timeout with them. That's their should be their 3rd and final timeout.
It is.
So we'll go ahead and take it with them. But before we do, we'll let you know Cyclones are up 3-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a very fast-paced first half where the Cyclones have got it 2nd down and 7 from the DB 27-yard line with 2:37 left, Stacy, and no timeouts.
Yep. You know, they completely flipped the field there on that long run by Holzer there, so you got to be careful here for the Cyclones. You don't want to give it back to them because you have no timeouts left. But you really want to put it in the end zone here.
Yep, because you got twins right, H-back right, single receiver left. Mullins is tailback. Mullins is going to get it. He's going to try to go out the wide to the right. He jump cuts, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, still fighting for yards, and they're going to say no gains, bring up 3rd down and 7. They try to string it out. You can't really string it out against his speed.
The linebackers are too good for Dobbins-Bennett. They read it, and they go immediately.
Yep.
Cyclones have great success with little passes out here in the flats, little quick tunnel screens, things like that. So look for something like that on 3rd down and 7 from the 27-yard line of Dobbins-Bennett. We're now, by the time this ball snapped, we're under 2 minutes to go until halftime.
Split back, twins left, single receiver to the right. And they're motioning Baker out of the backfield. Get the linebacker out there looking. Slagle's going to be pressured. He's going to fumble the ball. And it's going to be...
Got a flag, too.
It picked up, and DB picks it up, and it should be a hold. DB's going to get it with 150. Not what we wanted to.
No, and you had Baker over here as your safety valve. You kind of think you got to look over here a little bit, but penalty's going to be declined by Dobbins-Bennett, of course. So Dobbins-Bennett's going to take over on the fumble. That's 2 lost fumbles by the Cyclones.
Yeah,
three. Counting the double.
Yeah.
The double fumble there we had. So Dobbins-Bennett's going to have 1 minute and 50 seconds to go until halftime. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
And 3 timeouts. Yep, they're looking to do...
And we always say they get the ball to start the second half. So.
Yep, you beat me to the punch on that one. So as Cyclone defense needs to rise up as DB breaks the huddle, going single receiver right, twins left, H-back going from right to left, pistol formation. Now they're going jet motion, eye candy with 7 going across, and they're going to try a stretch play, and it's going to be a hit across the 45, up to the 40 and across the 45, and that's for 41. That's going to be enough for a DB first down. As Justice had it, but he got hooked.
Yeah, he got hooked, and you can't do that.
No. DB likes that little stretch play as they're huddling up as 140. The clock's not running now. It started at 140 as they're breaking the huddle.
Same formation, tight bunch left, single receiver to the right. And trying to draw them offside. No Travell looking over, getting the play as we've been infested up here with both Texas. We're outside. Flips over to the tailback, flips over to the right. Now they're going to jet motion. And they're going to try to throw to come run to the wide side, short side of the field. He's across the 45, up near the 46. They're going to say 50-yard line, close to a DB first down. Should be second down and short, and that's going to be a timeout as Joey Christian runs out there about the hash and calls a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. Before we do, we'll tell you Cyclones are up 3-0, but DB's driving. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson as we got 1:07 left to go here until halftime. DB's got a second down and 1 from right at midfield with 1:07 left to go, trailing your Cyclones by a score of 3-0. DB took their first time out. They come out, they're going to be spread formation balance, left and right. One comes in motion, so look for him to lead the way, and they're going to get it, and they're going to throw a little screen. He's down. He's down. He is down. How could they miss that? He caught the ball. There is no way under God's green earth.
He was on the ground when he caught the ball.
Yes, he was down, and they're going to give him a first down inside the 45 at the 43. That was bull. I'm sorry, but he caught that on his knee. That's bull. It's bring up second down as they spike it. Second down and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he caught the ball down on one knee, and he continued to run, and they allowed him to do so.
As everybody in orange and white seen him go down, except for the white hat and the zebras. They didn't see it, so don't matter. If they didn't see it, they didn't call it. So bring up second down and 10, and Coach Whitten's still getting in the side judge's ear.
Well, and Hurley ran down there. He said, if somebody gets thrown out, let it be me, not Coach Whitten.
Yeah.
It'll be second down and 10 for Dobbins Bennett, 53.9 seconds to go until halftime. They have it second and 10 from Cyclone 44-yard line.
And they're going to try to run out to the short side of the field. He's going to get it. He's going down inside the 43 as he's strung out, and he's tackled after a 1-yard gain. And there's a late flag thrown again. And see who that's against is thrown. Mullins was involved with one of the pullers, the tackles or the guards that was pulling.
They're going to call it on the side.
So they're going. Now I think they're going to call offsetting. They should call offsetting, but we'll see. As Zeth is mad, so apparently something happened. So we'll let the referee sort it out. It's going to be dead ball, personal foul against the Cyclones, and of course,
not offsetting.
Not offsetting. This referee needs a clue.
It's going to be first and 10 for Dobbins Bennett.
Yep.
Even deeper into Cyclone territory. They're going to put it in. Dead ball, personal foul.
Against Zeth Mullins, number 7. So they're going to take the ball down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line.
45
and
seconds
DB
to go.
called a timeout. So they're called their second timeout. So we'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll let you know with 45.8 seconds left, Cyclones are still up 3-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton. You're listening to Elizabethton High School football on FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee. It's 2 minutes till 8 o'clock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to pass is Hurd. He's looking. He's going to throw it across the middle, and it's going to be great defense by Luke Whaley.
Great job.
Yeah, great job looking for a flag. With this, you don't know, so it's going to bring up second down and 10 from the 27. Luke did a great job. Tried to run a deep end, Stacy, but he got the undercut.
He did. He came in there, did a good job not putting the left hand on there, knocks it away with his right hand like you're supposed to. Clock stops, 39.7 seconds to go. Brings it second down and 10 for the Indians. Bojangles score the game. Cyclones lead 3-0. Trying to hold on here to go in with that lead at halftime.
As coaches and the sidelines trying to get the Cyclone crowd involved. As few cowbells that snuck in are being played as he got trips left. Single receiver to the right, tailback to the left side of the quarterback. Quarterback heard back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw a quick out, and it's going to be incomplete.
Good job.
Good job out there by number 11, Eli Blevins.
Eli Blevins comes in, does a great job. Doesn't foul. Doesn't commit a foul. Knocks the ball away. Great job by the Cyclones. Third down and 10 now, down to 34.7. Great job that time by Eli Blevins at corner. Great job by Luke Whaley the play before. So outstanding, continue to play outstanding defense in the backfield for the Cyclones.
As we're waiting on get the play in there down. The play clock's down to 10. They're still in the huddle. They're breaking the huddle with 8 seconds. So they're going to have to hurry and call a timeout. But trips or single receiver left and right. They're going jet motion from right to left. And Hurd's back to pass. He's looking. He steps up. He's throwing it into the end zone. And it's over at the tuba section. Incomplete. I mean, he just threw that thing up in the stands. Great coverage. Make sure there's no flags. It brings up fourth down and 10 for the Indians.
Drives back there at safety on that coverage. He just used that sideline as another defender. Runs him straight out. So it's fourth down and 10 for the Indians here from the Cyclone 27-yard line. 28.1 seconds to go. Big play right here. Yep. Big play.
We got to stay onside first and foremost. Watch the ball. Don't give them a free 5. So play clock's down to 10 seconds. They're still in the huddle. They not broke the huddle. They're breaking it now with 8 seconds. They're going to run up the line. Trips left. Single receiver to the right. Tailback's lined up to the left side. Play clock down to 1. He don't get it. That should be a delay of game or no timeout.
They call a timeout. So that's the third and final timeout.
So we'll go ahead and take it with them. Before we do, we'll let you know 28.1 seconds left to go. Cyclones are up 3-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
Don't throw your money out the window when it's hot outside.
Yeah, you need to call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They can make sure your air conditioning is doing its best.
And be sure to ask how you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit when you install a new heat pump system. Financing is available too.
Your home will be so comfortable, and you'll save money.
Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems for a free quote at 926-2665.
Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson. As to set it up, it's fourth down and 10 from our 27. DB's got it. 28.1 seconds left. Trailing your Cyclones 3-0. Stacy, they're just coming off their third and final timeout, so both teams are out of timeouts. DB's going to appear to have trips to the left, tight end to the right, tailback Peyton lined up to the left side of the quarterback Hurd in shotgun formation. Cyclones rolling the coverage over as he's looking left, he's going to throw a jump ball up, and it's going up, and it's going to be high-headed, knocked down. Yes, sir.
Good job,
Great
Luke.
job, Luke Whaley again.
Yeah, he could have intercepted that. He just knocks it down, so the Cyclones are going to take over. First and 10 with 20.9 seconds to go here before halftime. Great job by the Cyclones. 4 plays, defensive backs on that series right there. Just absolutely excellent coverage. You wonder if that confidence they got last week playing against that quarterback helped here. They know they can play. Hurley's back there helping them too. Terrence Turner's back there.
Energy.
Yeah, Terrence Turner's out there coaching them up. Coach Sean Whitten always takes great pride in the defensive backs. So the Cyclones have it first and 10, 20 seconds to go.
And the Cyclones are just going to take a knee in victory formation, and we'll take it with them. We'll go to the half, up 3-0. We'll go back to the station for this 2-minute break. We come back. Wes will have our first half breakdown right after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
The Merle Norman Cosmetics fall line has arrived at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique downtown Elizabethton. Come in today and see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall. Ladies, schedule your makeover for the upcoming fall and winter formals now because appointments are filling up every day. And shop the summer clothing and jewelry in stock, now reduced by 30% to make room for the new fall merchandise arriving daily. Take advantage of all this and much more at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Green Tree Motors is open in a new location, 2234 West G Street, Elizabethton, specializing in good and clean cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, RVs, even boats when they're available. Terry Arnold and David Sindrick invite you to stop by and see their great-looking new business facility, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9:30 to 2. Terry Arnold has been in the auto business since 1982, and David offers you 25 years of experience. Terry and David tell it like it is, so come see them at 2234 West G Street and visit the website at greentreemotorstn.com. Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring. The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to halftime of tonight's contest where Cyclones are up 3-0, and we're joined by the best stat man in the business, Wes. Go ahead and give us our first half recap, please, sir.
Yeah, first half, Cyclones had a really awesome first drive going. Had a fumble there that turned it over. And then DB gets the ball 4 plays later. They fumble it back to the Cyclones. And then Cyclones get the ball at their own 21. Good field position. Move the ball. Then there's a double fumble at the 6-yard line. Then the Cyclones finally found a little success there. Rhett Slagle hit Mullins with a 32-yard first down reception, a couple incomplete passes there, and then Bowers had a 26-yard field goal with 9:27 remaining in the half, and that was the only score of the half. A couple of turnovers there towards the end of the game there, but the Cyclones with 2 huge defensive fourth down stops. Mason Ball had batted a pass down deep in Cyclone territory. Then there again, DB had the ball 4th and 10 at the 27-yard line, and just incredible 4 straight incomplete plays there for DB for the Cyclones. So Cyclones have totally dominated the game. If you look at the time of possession and yardage, it's Elizabethton by far head and shoulders at this point. 181 yards of total offense, 126 passing, 55 rushing, 8 first downs. Where you're in trouble is you have 7 penalties for 40 yards, and 6 of those were cheap 5-yard penalties that really hurt your drives there. Then you lost 3 fumbles. Rhett Slagle, 9 of 12, 126 yards, another solid start. Like last week, throwing the ball at Jariah, 6 catches, 74 yards receiving. Zeth, 9 carries, 34 yards. Holzer, 6 carries, 20 yards rushing. Holzer had 2 losses there in his first 2 carries, so to come back and have 20 there. DB only had 81 yards total offense, 33 rushing, 48 passing, 5 first downs, only 3 penalties for 30 yards. Of course, they had 2 fumbles and lost. Will Hurd, 3 of 8 for 48 yards, all 3 of his passes completed to Tylen Taylor. He caught all three for 49 yards there. But, outside of Taylor making those couple of three first down plays, and one of the first downs was a cheap 15-yard penalty on the Cyclones, DB really, outside of Taylor, only picked up one first down, and that was a Braden Simpson, first down, 11-yard run there. So, you take away the three Taylor plays, and, Cyclone defense, just another solid effort, especially against this big 6A school here.
You look at stats and you think if you're Coach Whitten, you look at it two ways. You go, man, what if we had done this? What if we'd done that? But then you turn and look at it. We've turned the ball over 3 times. Mm-hmm. We're still in the lead.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about this.
Feel really good about it. DB's going to come out. They're going to try some things here. They get the ball back. They're going to try some things. The Cyclones just got to stay confident in themselves on defense. Put some drives together. Those turnovers hamper you. If you don't have those turnovers, you're going to score on this DB defense. You've shown you can move the ball and move the ball deep and effectively. So we'll see what happens here. But you got to have some confidence to come out with as much energy as you had to come out at the start of the game. So you're up 3-0 here. Looking good, but you can't take things lightly because you never know what's going to happen over in Kingsport.
Yeah, amen to that. As we've got just under 15 minutes left to go, we'll go back to the station for this timeout. On the other side, we'll get to hear the Cyclone Touchdown Club Senior Spotlight, which is number 54, Wyatt Pitzenbarger, number 58, Andrew White, and also number 70, Hunter Franklin. And followed by that, you'll get Coach Ryan Whitten giving us a recap of this week in Cyclone football. We'll be all that, and then we'll come back for your second half. All that after these words from our sponsors.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Jay's Corner is now open 7 days a week. Stop it at Jay's Corner, Lynn Avenue and F Street, downtown Elizabethton. Now open Sundays 11 to 4, in addition to Monday through Saturday hours of 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town. You'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and more. And summertime is the best time of year for cold shakes and ice cream, especially Sundays. See the full menu on Facebook or visit eatjayscorner.com or call 547-3300. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones! In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
Where it's Cyclone Touchdown Club Senior Spotlight. We're joined by 3 seniors. Number 54, Wyatt Pitzenbarger, 58, Andrew White, and number 70, Hunter Franklin. Gentlemen, appreciate you taking your time to come join us tonight. Can I say something?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. First thing, Hunter, I'm going to start with you. Last year, you're learning a new position this year. You moved it from tight end, H-back to tackle. What was the biggest learning curve for you?
Really, the plays. That was the hardest thing that I had to overcome. I kept messing the plays up in practice, and I had to learn them.
Okay. Andrew, what about you? On the offensive line, you've been used to Jeff Pierce the last 3 years. Coach Pierce left. And Wyatt, just the same question for you. What do you miss about Coach Pierce? What did Coach Pierce bring to the table?
I think he had a certain intensity in practice, and then if you're doing bad, he'd get after you real good. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Wyatt, same question.
Yeah, definitely his intensity. I mean, he was a really good coach. I mean, he coached here forever. And it was sad seeing him go, especially after the last game on AC.
Yeah, it was. All
right, guys. Let's talk a little bit about the season so far. You all have seen a lot of different defenses. What feels different about this team this year than it did last year? Wyatt, I'll start with you because you had experience on last year's team too. What feels different from an offensive line perspective and from a team perspective than it did last year?
I think the chemistry with us all, I think it's a little bit tighter than we were last year, and I think that definitely the communication has helped us out a lot too, most definitely, especially from last year to this year as well.
Andrew?
Really?
Y'all talk like you're outside or over there in the locker room, okay? Don't be scared of that little recorder. Talk to us.
Really what Wyatt has said about us focusing on communication this year, I think we've just all of our offensive line calls that we have for kegs, guts, whatever, just our communication for who we're blocking, I think has gotten a lot better.
Hunter?
I think we're all really tight this year, really close. And I also think that we want to play, we're ready to play, and our coaches get us ready each week.
You get tired of standing on the sideline sometimes, don't you? The chemistry you're all talking about, y'all are all upperclassmen, you all are seniors, this is their senior spotlight. Tell me what role you play in that chemistry as a leader. Hunter, I'll start with you.
I think that during practice, I bring the energy and just keep our energy up.
Okay. Andrew, what about you? What difference are you making for that closeness that you have in the different field?
I mean, I'm always ready to go in wherever they need me. I can play center guard or tackle, so I just think I'm able to fill a spot if someone goes down or just encourage people. I don't know.
Okay. What? How about you?
I think that something that I do best is try and get everybody involved, especially in practice, because I mean that's one of the biggest things, especially going maybe when we go team or just in drills, going 10 plays at a time. It gets a little rough, so I try and get everybody involved, and also it's really good for the younger guys to get involved so they can learn for the future. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I do. I know exactly what you all said. Good answers, and Andrew, you don't have any idea how important it is to have somebody that you can plug in anywhere on that line.
Final question, guys. We've asked this for every senior we come through for the last 3 years that we've done this show. 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. When they look and they say, Hunter, Franklin, Andrew, White, Pitts, and Barker, what is your fingerprint and what do you want to be known wearing the Cyclone uniform? Hunter, we'll start with you.
I want to be known as that I was a great teammate and I had a great work ethic, and I was just ready when they needed me.
All right, Andrew.
Just want to be remembered as hardworking, determined, just a good teammate overall.
All right, Wyatt.
I just want to be somebody who can leave an impact on, especially the freshmen, or maybe even somebody that the coaches talk about, 5 to 10 years from now, that had a really hard work ethic, because I think that matters a lot. Maybe I don't know, I guess being the mediator and things, if that kind of makes sense, and bringing people into the program and not pushing them out.
guys, you got the same attitude and work ethic that the city's got. This town is known as blue collar, and you bring it. Guys, we appreciate you coming here tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WBEJ's presentation of This Week in Cyclone Football with Coach Ryan Whitten. Coach Whitten, T.A. Duggar just continues to roll through that schedule you've got. Give us a recap of the past week and also what we've got to look forward to this week.
Yeah, so we beat Liberty Bell both games. Varsity won 36-0, and then JV won 8-0. So played Liberty Bell, so obviously big-time rival. Johnson City, Elizabeth, and they came here, huge crowd. Betsy Band was playing. Cheerleaders were rolling, so it was great for our kids to play in a big environment and gives them something to look forward to as they move forward to the future. So hats off to our Cyclone Nation again for coming out and supporting our young men and our football team. But we threw the ball really well. We had a couple behind the chains a couple times, so we had to throw the ball, which is not really what we want to do. We really want to run the football, but Bryson Blevins, our quarterback, hit Ryan Jones and Aldo Cordell for some big gains, and he just kept rolling and rolling. They kept giving us that all night, so I think Legend got on the board with a couple carries in the end zone, but our passing game was going, and our defense has been stellar all season long. Coach Pittman, Coach Cujo, Coach Fox have had those guys tackling and flying to the ball. Liberty Bell came out and empty, tried doing some quarterback draws, and I just told them they're not going to beat us doing quarterback draws. So we're pretty stout up front, and it's exciting to see. We've played 6 games, and 4 out of the 6 have been shutouts. So it's been pretty awesome to see.
How many points have you scored?
It's 238 to 12.
238 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who have you got this week?
Yeah. So we go to Greenville. Going to run into, obviously the rivalry that's been built, Elizabeth and Greenville. It's thick like that in the middle school. They're undefeated. They're 6-0. They got a lot of things going on there with the young man that just lost his life. But they want to play. It's going to be it's 8th grade night down there. It's going to be a huge crowd.
Before we go any further, we got to send our condolences to the family that the young man lost his life. Anytime it's sad, but it's really sad and heartbreaking when they're 12-year-old, right at the young prime life. And where our thoughts and prayers go out to them is flip over and talk about Saturday.
Yeah.
Junior Cyclone had another good week this last week.
Yeah. I think 4 out of the 5 teams won, so it's really good. We got 3 undefeated teams. 3 teams will probably most likely they finish this week, and then I think that most of them have a bye next week. They could come finish as the 1 seed. So a lot of kids winding down their season. A lot of cheerleaders and football players. Whether they make the playoffs or not. In the next 2 or 3 weeks it'll be over. But we had a great season. A lot of kids getting better. The flag athletes are going to transition to start doing some tackling, so they'll be ready to go next season. So we're excited about the future of our program.
Hats off, second year you've run this program. It just seemed like from last year to this year was leaps and bounds different.
It is, and hats off to Coach Whitten for being there and being involved. Very few head coaches are involved as he is, and then it just goes to show you like Terrence Turner, Cujo, myself, Brandon Blevins. I mean, all the guys that are doing stuff on Friday nights, or Travis Hurley to elementary schools are doing the same through the middle and elementary. So it's exciting to see, and it's good as the kids are getting better. They're learning the right techniques, and hopefully it'll pay off in the future.
One thing before we go, let's talk a little bit about your camp this past Saturday. Tell our listeners how that went.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a Dream Team adapted camp for athletes with diverse ability. So it went awesome. 52 athletes participated. Jessica Holton Forrest did an amazing job getting all the staff and everybody there. But it was so much fun. It was the highlight of the day was just kids tackling and throwing passes and scoring touchdowns, and all the volunteers and staff and coaches did an amazing job to make that day special. So we look forward to keep growing and doing other activities for that community.
Okay. That's going to do it for this week in Cyclone Football with Coach Ryan Whitten. Coach Whitten, we thank you for what you do on Thursday nights. We thank you for what you do on Saturdays and certainly on Friday nights. But the camp that you did for those children that would not otherwise have the opportunity to do that, that shows your character and integrity, and that's very much appreciated.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our halftime tonight. When we come back, Tony and I will have the all-important second half as your Elizabethan Cyclones travel to Kingsport to take on the Dobbins-Bennett Indians.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19E at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods, including hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll also enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And on football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers both 10 and 16-ounce prime rib with salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and accepting carry-out orders. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson as we're getting ready to wrap up halftime. We hope you enjoyed the Senior Spotlight, sponsored by the Cyclone Touchdown Club, and also this week in Cyclone football. Stacy, well, we got a few minutes. Let's hit some local scores of interest that we didn't get to do any in the first half.
Cherokee's up over Granger 21-7 just before halftime.
Chucky Doak 13-6 over Claiborne in the second quarter.
Daniel Boone over Cott County 21-0 at halftime.
Halftime, Crockett 31, Volunteer 6.
Halftime at Eagleton Academy, Hampton's up 30-6.
Here's a shocker. Second quarter, Greenville's up just 27-0.
Second quarter, Happy Valley all over Hancock County 34-0.
Morristown West is trailing Jeff County at halftime by a score of 13-10.
Big game right there.
Yeah, it is.
Go down here, Johnson County's leading Pigeon Forge 8-0 in the first quarter.
Cloudland's up with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter, 16-8 over North Green.
Carter and Northview Academy, 6-6, the future opponent of the Cyclones next week at home, finally.
Finally, yeah. West Ridge and Science Hills knotted up at 14 at halftime.
Sevier County's over Hardin Valley 12-7.
South Green leads Seymour by a score 21-7 at half.
Tennessee High's over Gate City, Virginia 35-0 at halftime.
The last report we got in the first quarter, Unique and Thomas Walker are tied up at 12.
Gatlinburg Pittman over Unicoi County 27-0. About 3 minutes to go until halftime.
And finally, in Region 1, William Blount all over Union County, 42-0 at halftime.
We'll go down here. One score of interest, Knox West, the 5A school, supposed to be one of the top two teams in the state. they're trailing Alcoa at halftime, 24-7.
That's a statement game right there. So they reset the clock. So we're down about 2 minutes left to go till we start the third quarter. Stacy, listening to Wes, we had 7 penalties for 40 yards. 6 of them was the 5-yard variety, but we had 3 turnovers. And, we controlled time of possession. We held Dobbins Bennett to under 90 yards total offense. They had 81 yards offense, 33 yards rushing, 48 passing. I said, if you're Coach Whitten, you're looking at your team saying, hey, we're up 3-0, but we should be up more. So we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. But on the flip side, if you're Joey Christian, you're like, man, we didn't have no offense going, and we're just down by 3.
No, they had about as many yards and penalties.
True.
The Dobbins Bennett did against the Cyclones as they did actual yardage they gained with passes or runs. So Cyclones got to clean that up a little bit. Need to not sputter on offense. We had a couple of times there we should have stuck it in the end zone between the fumbles and the penalties and so forth. So we kind of cleaned that up a little bit. And probably the best thing I see for the Cyclones is they're like, hey, we can win this thing.
Yep.
We're playing with them. We can win this thing. Defensive backs are flying around making tremendous plays. Defensive line's getting in there. Our offensive line is actually blowing them away sometimes. So just a good half for the Cyclones. And, we can't lose sight of the fact we've got a 6A school here, a very good 6A school.
Yeah.
And past Ron Whitten going down the stairs, he's flying down to the sidelines. He's like, biggest public high school in the state. We're up 3-0. Biggest public high school. Of course, I think he was talking to himself.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It depends on how many monsters he had. He might have, but just to add to that, I mean, if you look, the people, Sean's age and up, Ryan's age and up, this game means more because they used to play more.
Well, it means something to me. I'm as nervous as I can be. I'm telling you, for me and for a lot of people around town this week that talked to me and sent me texts and so forth, other than a team that's got green jerseys on, this is the biggest game in mid-season that we've had in a long time around Elizabeth, and just not for standings or anything like that, just because kind of that pride, just because it's Kingsport versus Elizabeth, Dobbins Bennett versus EHS, Eastman versus whatever we got over there. I mean, it's Snap-on. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to say you beat Dobbins Bennett.
It is a big deal. The way I compared it over, a couple of people asked me at work, so how do you compare it? It's like the older people, Tennessee, Alabama's a rivalry. New people, Tennessee, Florida's a rivalry. Same old people, the older people here is Tennessee, Elizabeth and DB, and the other one's Science Hill. So you got something?
Yep, got a kickoff here brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Shout out to D&D Property Management and Rentals. Leo says, thank you for your support.
As Campbell gets into it this time, it's a huge, nice kick pinned him inside the 2. He's got a wall set up. He's crossed 15 to 20. Still on his feet as he was alligator tackled by Luke Whaley across the 25, and they're going to mark him at the 27-yard line. 28. Now they're marking up to the 29. So
we were off the air. You said scares you that kickoff. They got some speed back there.
They do.
Dobbins Bennett's going to have it 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the Cyclone 29-yard line.
They're on 29.
They're on 29. I'm sorry. They're on 29-yard line. It's 3-0. Cyclones lead in your Bojangles score of the game for the first offensive series of the second half.
See what kind of adjustments both teams comes out. If Dobbins Bennett's going to come out, it looks like they're going to have bunch formation left, single receiver wide right, tight end. Now H-back comes in motion, tailback lined up to the left side. The quarterback going jet motion from left to right. And they try to call a false start, and it's going to be Peyton who's going to get it, and he's still running his feet. He's still churning. He's still on his feet. He's across the 40, up near the 45, and he's out to the 48-yard line. That's enough for a DB first down as Andrew Blevins was standing up saying, look at the tackle moving, and he...
No, that was Mason.
Mason Ball looking at it saying, look at tackle move, but no prevail. You still got to play.
Let them call the game. You play the defensive end there.
Yep. As a good run by the tailback. This time they're going trips to the right, single receiver left. Peyton lined up to the right side of Hurd, quarterback. Hurd's going to get it, and this time, good job. Mason Ball shoots the gap.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you make that
time. Yep. And he's going to tackle him for a 1-yard loss. See where they mark it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, about actually a yard and a half in between the 46
6 and the 47-yard line, so bring up second down, and we'll call it a long 11. With 11:04 left to go as DB sending in, taking out one receiver, sending in the speedy back. Speedy receiver, so they're going to go trips to the right. Single receiver left. Tackle overload. Now going jet motion with one. Here he comes. He's crack back. And he gets in patiently waiting. He's across the 45 into Cyclone territory down at the 40-yard line, enough for another Indian first down. He's seen it coming, Stacy.
Well, they're cracking back, and they're sending one of those big guards and just blowing up our linebackers. So you got to be careful on those. It's almost like it's not a true counter, but it's almost like a counter.
And the back is patiently waiting on the back, the puller, to get there so he can get through. So DB's going to have it first and 10 just inside the Cyclone 40 as they break the huddle with twins left, twins right. Tailback lined up to the right side. Now they're bringing the H-back into tight formation to the right. And he's going to get it, and they're going to hand it to him and patiently waiting behind that big line. He's still driving. He's downside to 35, still on his feet down to the 31-yard line. Stacy, they've looked like Coach Christian said, we're going to ground and pound and slow the game down.
Well, Elizabethton is best when they hit it hard. They're sort of that slow, kind of let it develop a little bit, and they didn't do that in the first half. Got it real down pat here in the second half so far, so they're going to have it second and two on the 31-yard line. 9:38 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones lead 3-0.
Single receiver right, tailback, H-back, wide to left. It's going to jet motion, and they're going to try it back over the right side as he brings it back. He's going down inside the 30. And he's going to be hit, but not before he gets enough for a first down as we got the ball.
They're going to call it
down.
And
they're going to say he was down. So they're going to say he was down at the 27-yard line. It's enough for another Indian first down. We're getting close to where the Cyclone defense usually starts to rise up in this spot on the field.
Yeah, they're going to need to here. And I'm not certain how many passes we're going to see here. I think they're going to do this right here until we stop them.
Yeah, and you may not see a pass from this bunch the whole entire game as they're now breaking huddle with plays caught down to 7. They're going to have trips left, H-back, tight end left, tailback to the left side of the quarterback. So they got the strong side of the field, and he's going to try it, and he's going to get the backfield. And there comes a flag call from the side judge that threw it all the way into the hash. It's going to either be a hold or a chop, depending on what the side judge calls.
It may very well be a chop because they're going straight in there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Oh, he's seen it. He's seen the face mask from 23.5 yards away.
It had to be a defensive lineman then.
It had to because the play didn't develop long enough. So,
I mean, the guy was tackled by his leg. So
yeah, of course. Number 34. We don't even have a 34.
Say 44.
Maybe 44. Yeah. So it's going to be first down, so they're getting it inside the 20s. They're going down.
Not the way we want to start the second half, Tony. Nope. They're going to have it first and 10 on that personal foul from the 17-yard line.
Yeah, close to the 16. So first and 10 right at the 17 we'll go with, as they're going to have tight end, H-back, wide right, tailback right, twins left to the short side of the field. Herd's going jet motion with left to right. See if they come back, and here he goes. He's going to try to go inside, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be slung forward down inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line, a pickup of about 3. So let's bring up second down and 7 as Dry comes in, and
who's that going out?
Can't see the number. When he turns around, I can tell you Wallen.
Okay.
Zach Wallen going out, so as the defense is trying to get the Cyclone fans up. Second down and 7 from about the 14-yard line. Same formation. This time H-back goes wide to the left. Tailback's going wide right. He's going to the short side of the field. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's wrapped up, and he's going to lose back to the original line of scrimmage. So he's going to lose 3. So that's going to bring up third down and 10 for the Indians. Mason Ball come through and sniffed that up.
Landon Hughes blew his guy back there, and they hit the running back and slowed him up a little bit, and the rest of them came in and finished it off. Great job by Landon Hughes that time. That's leverage. He had leverage on the guy. He was driving him back.
He did.
Actually ran into his own player.
I look for tight end number 1 to come out and crossbuck block.
7:25 to go here. Third down and 10 for the Indians.
Tight end right, Twins right. And they're going to pass. He's looking back. He's looking. He's going to throw. He's crossed the 10. He's going in. End zone. Touchdown. As he hot dogs into the end zone. Touchdown, DB. It's Dark's drag route. They're going for, as the lights go on and off, they got the drag route across wide open.
Cyclones had everything covered but the drag route.
Yep.
So good play call by the Indians there. Dobbins Bennett dents the scoreboard 6-0. He's come out, 6-3 to come out to attempt the extra point.
Cyclones going to have to answer big right here as we're waiting on the snap, and the point snaps down. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:11 left to go here in the third quarter, your new score, Cyclones are trailing 7-3. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Is getting ready for the kickoff. He's approaching the kick, and it's going high, spinning kick at dry field about the 2. He's crossed the 10, 15 jump cuts, and he's going back in backwards, and he's going to be tackled up throughout the 15-yard line. So the Cyclones will take over first and 10 from our own 15.
I know what we'd really like to see here is another one of those
8-minute drives.
About 8-minute drives here, but this one needs to end in a score. So.
Yeah, we need 6 points off of this one. So Cyclones will come out looking to answer the DB opening drive of the second half. Shout out from Mr. Doug Rasnick listening to us. Appreciate Doug listening to us.
South Riverside Auto, we had a kickoff there. Small business shout out to Cherokee Storage in the Industrial Park. Bill and Tammy take care of your storage needs. Thanks to South Riverside Auto sponsoring our kickoffs this year.
All right, Cyclones break the huddle. You got Twins right, H-back right, tailback left, single receiver to left. Slagle gets it. He's going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer lowering his shoulder, still driving his feet at the top 20. And he's going to fall forward up near the 21-yard line. A pickup of about 5, maybe 6 yards. So good run by the senior tailback. As number 33, Mason Hall, goes out, being replaced by number 26, Billy Woodby. So we got same formation as the last time. And going to hand it to Holzer, and Holzer's going to try over to the left side, and he's going to be hit. He's still driving. He's going up near the 23-yard line. He's going to mark him about 2 yards short, brings up a 3rd down and 2 for the Cyclones.
6:20 to go here in the third period. Cyclones trail now. Your Bojangles score the game 7-3.
One thing you don't need, Stacy, you don't need to turn the ball over right here on down. You don't need to go 3 and out.
No, you don't need the offsides here either.
Yep. Defense, this time they flip over. Twins right, H-back to the right, and they're going to throw a quick bubble screen out here to Eli. Eli gets it, and he's going across the 25. He's going to be tackled. He's going to be slammed out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And there's some jawing going on over there, and it's going to be enough for a select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Right there in front of the orange-clad fans of the Cyclones, they didn't like Eli getting slammed down that way on that play. Result is a first down for the Cyclones. They're going to have it 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at about the 27-yard line, just short of the 27.
Yep, we'll call it 27. Twins to the wide side of the field, H-back, single receiver left. And Holzer's going to get it, and he's going to bust up the middle. He's crossed the 35, the 40, 45 still on his feet, driving up near the 48-yard line. That is enough for another select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Great job. Great followed his blocks that time.
Good job, Kyron on that one.
Yep. Good pulled right over here, done a great job. So he goes out and gets a blow. Mullins comes in. There's not much difference between the two of them.
Nope. Mullins maybe a little bit more bigger, a little bit thicker. Mullins come in. You got twins right, H-back, single receiver to the left. Mullins as your tailback stations. They play clock down to 14, plenty of time. Slagle in shotgun formation. And they're going back to pass. He's looking. He's got the Jirai up here, and he throws it, and overthrown.
Yep. Had a chance for pass interference there if it wasn't quite overthrown, but just a little bit too much right there.
Not with this bunch.
No.
Brings up second down and 10. Cyclones right at they're on 49-yard line. 5:19 left to go here, trailing.
Good job by the Cyclones that time picking up that linebacker. He blitzed from deep back there. So 5:19 to go here in the third quarter. Second down and 10 for the Cyclones.
Same formation for the Cyclones. This time we'll go ahead to Mullins. Mullins goes over the left side, lowers his shoulder. He's still driving. He's down in Indian territory. If they blow the whistle, he's down to 44-yard line. Pick up a 5 is going to bring up third down and 5 for the Cyclones. As Eli Blevin goes out and being replaced by Mason Ball. So you're going to have H-back or double H, tight end, twins right, and Mullins, your tailback, lined up to the right side of Mullins of Slagle. DB showing pressure as they back out, play clock down to 10, plenty of time. Here they come with their pressures, they're showing it. Slagle's back to pass, he's rolling left, he's rolling, he's got it, he's got Luke. Luke's at the 35, the 30, still on his feet, down at the 28-yard line. Enough for another select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Nice play. Luke kind of settled in there in the empty spot. Slagle does a good job finding him. The results of select 7 first down for the Cyclones. They have it now first and 10 from Dobbins-Bennett's 26-yard line with 4:22 to go, trailing 7-3.
Got a new safety in as their safety went out injured, so you got single receiver left, tight end H-back to the left, and they'll hand it to Mullins. Mullins is going to jump. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going down the side to 25, and that's about it. They might give him to the 24, and there comes a late flag, and there's another flag.
That better be on Dobbins-Bennett.
It's not
piling on there.
I don't think so. We'll see if it is.
They couldn't see anything but the back of the Dobbins-Bennett player, so that had to be on them.
We'll see what they're called. Dead ball, personal foul against DB. Finally.
Yes.
Finally, they go one the correct ways. He just come in and jumped on the pile.
He did. So, and I think the one over here had a hard time getting his hanky out, throw it. But that's going to put the ball down on
about somewhere right to 10. So
right about exactly on the 10 if they mark it from right there.
Yep. So we're waiting on the referees to sort it out,
and it'll be first and on a personal foul. It's going to be first and goal for the Cyclones.
Yep. So they should mark it off. They're going to mark it down to about the 12-yard line.
So we'll call it. It's first and 10 then from the 12, so they can get a first down without scoring. 4:04 to go. Good answer for the Cyclones on this drive.
Just got to
hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball.
Got single receiver left, H-back, tight end left. Mullins to the right side, single receiver right. Mullins will get, he's followed his H-back block and lowers his shoulder. He's down inside the 10. He's still driving his feet, and he's still driving, and he's going to mark him right at the 10. So we're going to say a gain of about 2, so bring up second down and 8 for the Cyclones.
And those are tough yards in there, aren't they?
Yeah, Wood be out, Mullins out, Holzer in, and Mason Hall comes in. Looking over getting the play from Coach Witten. Play clock at 20, game clock at 3:30. Second and 8 for the Cyclones right at the 10. Going to have twins to the left, H-back tight end to the right. Holzer's line up to the left side of Rhett's quarterback. Play clock down to 6, plenty of time. Rhett gets it, he's going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer 2 hands on the ball. He's going up, and he's going to be inside the 8. And they're going to mark him right at the 8-yard line. So pick up about 2 more. So we'll bring up third down. And let's call it about 5. They're going to mark it at the 9. It's closer to the 8. Well, they're going to mark it right at the 9. So bring up third down and a long 5, short 6.
2:52 to go here in your third quarter. Cyclones trail 7-3, but you're in 4-down territory right here, unless they want to kick another field goal.
You would think, and they got twins left, single receiver to the tight end right, H-back left, Holzer's to the left, play fake. He's looking, he throws, and it's got to be pass interference. Come on, thank you. He finally threw it.
Yep.
He finally threw it. It took him a long time to get it, but that was pass interference on Jirai out there. Jirai made a quick in cut, and he was just grabbed. So
You could kind of tell the way he went down that that's what it was. Let's make sure they don't call it on offense.
It should either. It's going to be either a hold or a pass interference.
Maybe a hold.
We're going to see it's a pass interference. Yes, sir.
Sorry.
So it's going to be 1st and goal Cyclones as they're bringing in the heavy package. So Jiraiya should go into Wildcat. So you got
Scares me to death.
Yeah, I know.
Scares me to death. Snapping to him. I'm just saying you're not used to taking those snaps, but 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones trail 7-0, but they're going to have it 1st and goal.
No, they're going to say third. So it's not automatic. Is it not?
Personal foul.
Third down. Yep. So it's going to mark it at the right. It's going to mark it at the 8-yard line. So we'll bring up 3rd down and 2 from about the 5. Need to do about the 3-yard line as we got jumbo package.
This is big boy football right here.
This is big boys. Everybody's within the box. If Dry gets it, he's going to delay and ball start. Are you kidding me?
No, they did.
I know.
That's right side. Come on, man.
Dang it.
Have it 3rd down and 2. Now they're going to bring up 3rd down.
5-yard penalty, 67. Get a little bit
3rd down and 8.
So it's going to bring it back to 3rd down and 8. So it's going to park it back.
He had it, too.
He did. He had it. He walked in for an touchdown. It's going to park it back to the 9. So it's going to make it 3rd down and about 6 from the 9-yard lines. We got to get to the 3. So Slagle back in. So you got twins right. H-back, tight end right. Single receiver to the right. Holzer's your tailback. He lines up to the right side of Slagle. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Plenty of time. Slagle gets it. He's going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer's going to lower his drop. Then he's going down inside the 10, down inside the 8, about the 7-yard line. Safety brings up 4th down and about 5.
If you're going to run it, bring in the heavy package and run it twice.
Just going to kick a field goal right here.
Yep.
He's going for 3 points as we got Bowers trotting out. So see where he's going to place it. He should place it down to about
on the far hash over there, too.
14-yard line, so it's going to be a right shot. It's going to be going from right to left as we're listening, or as he's kicking it. Play clock down to 8, plenty of time, waiting on the snap from Mullins and the hold. Snaps down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:38 left to go here in the third quarter, your new score. Cyclones are trailing by a score of 7-6. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com.
Don't throw your money out the window when it's hot outside.
Yeah, you need to call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They can make sure your air conditioning is doing its best.
And be sure to ask how you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit when you install a new heat pump system. Financing is available too.
Your home will be so comfortable and you'll save money.
Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems for a free quote at 926-2665.
Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. This gives us a scoring recap there, Wes.
Yeah, 13 plays, 85 yards for the Cyclones, capped by Bowers' 24-yard field goal, making 760 beat.
Thank you, Wes. Cyclones going to kick now. This kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Go see Everett and Rob for all your auto needs.
Across the 10. He's still patient. The way he's trying to get outside, he's across 15-20, and the flag comes in. He needs to be tackled right inside the 28-yard line as another flag comes in as Luke Whaley was involved, so we're going to have some type of, see what they are. One of them should be offset, and we'll see. As
one's going to be a hold and one's going to be a personal foul.
Well, I ain't going to say that because you never know it. That one should be offsetting, or he took Luke to the ground, hold it against DB. And apparently, that's going to be the only one that's called. Waiting on the referee to. So apparently the tackle of Luke Whaley that the side judge threw is a wave off. So we'll go ahead and take the 10-yard penalty from the end of the run, so take it back to somewhere around the 16, 17-yard line, that neighborhood. So they'll mark it back inside the 20. And they're going to mark it at the 19-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Indians from the 19-yard line with 1:27 left to go. Your Cyclones are trailing DB by a score of 7-6 as Coach Witten's trying to get an explanation on why they didn't call it, why they picked a flag up over here. So DB's going to break the huddle from the sideline. They're going to come out with twins to the right, single receiver, or twins left, twins right. Tailback lined up to the right side. Now they're bringing in number 1, so he's going to motion in. And they're bringing jet motion from 7, so they're going to come back this way as they do, as he comes up across the 25 up near the 28, 29-yard line, and there's going to be enough for a first down. Their middle's wide open.
When they do that, it's like parting the Red Sea there. If that middle is wide open, that back's, it's not a counter, it's just a delay. About a second delay, and he just shoots through the middle there.
Yep,
Cyclone's going to have to pinch or something in there with the tackles to kind of block that, because I don't think they got the speed to get outside. They're just going straight up the middle, and before you know it, they've got 5 or 6 yards each time. So they've got it 1st and 10, balls on just short of the 30-yard line of Dobbins-Bennett.
Twins left, single receiver to the right, H-back left. Now going jet motion again, as one's going to be a quick toss. Said no, it's fake toss. It's heard toss, fakes it, and goes across the 35 up near the 30. They're going to mark him right at the 35-yard line, so it's going to bring up gain of about 6 to bring up 2nd down and 4. That's a good fake.
This is a good fake, and what we're seeing here, and it's kind of troublesome here with 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dobbins-Bennett's running their offense now.
Yes, they are.
Okay, they're running what they like to do. So Cyclones need to get a turnover here or a big stop.
Yep, balanced formation, twins left, twins right. They're trying to draw them offside. No prevails. Game clock down to, or play clock down to 9 seconds. Or game clock at 12, plenty of time. Looking, he's trying to snap it off. He gets it off. He's looking left. He's looking. He's going to throw it up. And he's got Eli, and that's a duck. And it's picked off. Yep. Yes, sir, good picked job. Off. As that duck was picked off by number 19, Zach Wallens. That thing was quacking from Canada.
The receiver stopped and came back on Eli, so Eli's coming back. But in the meantime, Wallen goes over and, as Tony said, caught that wobbling orb out of the sky there. The Cyclones really needed that, because why in the world do you throw the ball when you just ran the ball for like 15, 20 yards on plays? But I guess you do that to try to catch them off guard, but we'll take it. So Cyclones kick the field goal, make the score 7-6, have a hold on defense, and we'll send it back to the station for a 30-second timeout.
The Merle Norman Cosmetics fall line has arrived at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique downtown Elizabethton. Come in today and see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall. Ladies, schedule your makeover for the upcoming fall and winter formals now, because appointments are filling up every day. And shop the summer clothing and jewelry in stock, now reduced by 30%, to make room for the new fall merchandise arriving daily. Take advantage of all this and much more at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we're starting the fourth quarter here at J. Fred Johnson. Your Cyclones are trailing by a score of 7-6. But Stacy coming off a huge pick. You said the Cyclones defense needed some type of turnover. There's the turnover. Now we've got to drive it down, and we got to get 7 points out of this.
Yep, we don't. You always want points, and a field goal will give you the lead here, but we need to take the touchdown tonight.
Yep, as we've been inside the red zone way too many, 3 times, and only come away with 6 points. Cyclones break the huddle. They're going to come out with twins right, H-back, single receiver left, Holzer's your tailback to the left. Slagle's going to get it. He's going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer with both hands on the ball. He's across the 40, and he's going to be hitting the throw back right at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 2, as Holzer's going to be replaced by Mullins. The hole opens, but it closes just as fast as it opens.
It does, and the difference there, Cyclones can get an initial push there a little bit, but it closes just too quick to be able to get a lot of yardage off that. So going to bring up 2nd down and 8, 11:30 to go in your ball game. Cyclones trail 7-6. They have the ball on their own 40-yard line.
Twins right, H-back right, single receiver left, short side of the field, and Mullins is your tailback line up the left side of Rhett. Rhett's going to give it. He's going to hand it to Mullins. Mullins going over the right side of the field.
Good job.
Cuts across the 45. He's crossed 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. First down, no flag. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Inside the 10-yard line at the 8, a huge first down by select 7. First and goal, Cyclone. A run of, we got Wes.
We're going to put him at the 12-yard line.
No, put him at the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
Yep. So it's going to be first and goal Cyclones.
52-yard run.
53-yard run.
53-yard run by Mullins goes out and he makes one jump cut and then he's gone. And the speed, he outran 2 guys that had an angle for him.
Yep.
Cyclones need to get this play in here though. We're down to 5 seconds to go.
Yep. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timeout. Timeout. Coach Whitten called the timeout.
Come on, guy, turn around.
Turn around there,
He's right there on your back. Yeah.
See if he's going to give us a timeout, because Coach Whitten, he's going to grant us a timeout to save a 5-yard penalty. So we'll go ahead and take it with him. We'll go back to the station for this 30-second sponsor. When we come back, Cyclones got it. First and goal. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson as the Cyclones are trailing the Indians with 11:07. Let's go to fourth quarter. But, Stacy, we got a first and goal from the 7-yard line going into the noisy end of the stadium for the Cyclones as the band is playing the war chant, which Coach Whitten blared all week long, so we'll see what they got. They got double H, single receiver left, and it's going to be a low snap. Dry gets it. He's going to be fall forward inside the 5, and they're going to mark him right at the 4, close to the 4-yard line, so it'll be second down and goal at about the 4s. It was a low snap, but Rhett went down and got it. Same formation. This time Dry flips over to the right side of Rhett. Single receiver Whaley down here at the bottom. And Rhett's going to hand it to Dry. Dry jump cut. Touchdown, Cyclone! Yes, sir! Yeah. Great job, Cyclone! Bam!
Yep. One cut, straight up the middle, goes in untouched. Just like that, strike up. Go Betsy over here and ground out the war chant. 10:37 to go. Cyclones retake the lead. Bojangles score the game 12-7.
You got to go for 2, don't you?
12-7, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to come out. They're going to come out to heavy and dry in at the Wildcat.
Yeah, they're going heavy package as they're going to have a huge line with the backfield's going to be Mason and also Justice Wallen. Dry's line up as your Wildcat.
Plenty of time here, so.
Yep, plenty of time as they're now waiting on Dry to get it. If he can get to the outside, he's got it. He's going to patiently wait. He's got it. Dives on it. Got it. Yes, sir. Give it to us. Yes, sir.
All right. Great job. He stopped a little bit short. He just goes up in the air over.
Superman's it.
Great job by Dry Griffith there to give the Cyclones the lead now, 14-7. 10:37 to go in your ball game. We'll send it back to the station for a quick. Let's go 30 seconds so we can come back and talk about that a little bit. 30 seconds, a word from our sponsors. But before we do, WBEJ Radio, Cyclone football leads 14-7.
There's more services than you can imagine at TLC Massage, 922 West G Street, Elizabethton. Owner Taylor Arnold has been a massage therapist for nearly 10 years and with her staff offers massages for relaxation and better health like cryotherapy to reduce inflammation. Lymphatic massage reduces swelling, helps rejuvenate, and removes toxins. Ask about Graston techniques to sugar scrubs, aesthetics, microderms, and more, which you'll also find online at tlcmassagetn.com. TLC Massage, 922 West G Street. Everybody needs a little TLC. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyls, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome welcome back here to an excited J. Fred Johnson Stadium for the Cyclones. They retake the lead 14-7. Scoring recap brought to you by Wes. Wes, give us a recap on that scoring drive.
4 plays, 62 yards, capped by Mullins' 53-yard first down run. Griffin with a 5-yard touchdown and a conversion in heavy package, 14-7 Cyclones.
Thank you, Wes. Kickoff's going to be brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. It's Small Business Shoutouts to Brummett Sports Shop, your longtime local source for your sporting needs. Go see Brummett.
There's a high kick that's going to be fielded right about the 4-yard line. He's across the 10 to 15, still in the speed, across the 20, 25, and tackled by number 28, Justice Wallen. Touchdown saving tackle, because if he don't, I don't think he gets touched.
He don't. They had Jariah back here as the safety man, but he was clear on this side. I'm not even sure if he could have caught him.
I know. He had the alley, so DB will take over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line, trailing your Cyclones with 10:30 left to go here in the quarter.
That's the way you do it. You get a turnover and you score. That's a way to go. You eat up the rest of that third quarter. You're able to score. You come back and you start this fourth quarter. That way, it's just big. So we got 10:30 to go in the ball game. Cyclones are up now by a touchdown on that touchdown and 2-point conversion. So it's 14-7. As Dobbins-Bennett has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Call it the 28-yard line.
High snap, he gets it down, and he's going to be Payton's going to try to go across over the right side. He goes across the 30, up near the 31-yard line. Stacy, that about hit the man in motion's helmet.
It did. That's a motion man on a crossbuck trap right there. That looks like 1984 right there. But they're going to give them 3 yards on it, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Tick, clock, tick. Down to 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
As we got a flag on the play is thrown by the side judge over there in the direction to see what it is.
I hope it's not another sideline warning, because we get a penalty on this one if it is.
Unless you're going to call, it's going to call the sideline warning. So Coach Whitten's telling everybody to back up, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
All right, how many yards do we have, Wes, on penalties? That put us at about 60.
It's about 10 5-yarders, though. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 2 for the Indians right at the 36-yard line.
About 7 or 8 5-yard penalties.
8 5-yard penalties. So 40-yard is a variety of 5 yards. So as the referees are huddled together writing something down, apparently it was a warning.
Now they want the 5 yards off.
I don't know what they're writing down.
So checking the rule book.
I don't know, whatever he wrote, he put back in his pad and put his pad in his shirt pocket. So DB's going to have it 2nd down and 2 from their own 36s. They got single receiver left, H-back twins to the right, pistol formation. And Hurd's going to get it. He's going to roll out to his left.
Get on him, Mason.
Rolling.
Get on him.
Still rolling. As Dave comes up and runs him out of bounds, and he's going to cross the 38. And he's going to be up near the 39-yard line. That's enough for a DB first down. First down, Indians.
He ran 40 yards for 3.
For 3, yeah.
Good job by
Mason.
The 2 that's more likely to hit him out of bounds.
Yes.
Seth and Mason. Good job holding up there. We'll give him the 3. We didn't want to add 15 onto it. So
we didn't want to give them 18, so they're going to have single receiver to the right. Now the tight end H-back flips over to the right, so you got twins right, twins left. And they're going to drive a quick toss out here, and it's going to be hit in the backfield by Holzer and also Wallen, holding to about a 2-yard gain as there's a little bit extracurricular shoving.
Yeah, it's a little hot out there right now.
So they're going to say a gain of 2 yards to the 41-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. That's we're right under 9.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Cyclones are up 14-7.
Cyclones, they got Bryson rolling out here. They got
and now a flag. Hopefully it's over here on this side because
I don't know.
For the side threw it here.
Bryson was jawing with him a little bit. I don't know if he got them saying,
no,
they're pointing over there.
I'm hoping he's pointing it over here, and it should be
on the
sportsmanlike. As Joey Christian standing out on the, he's still looking as he's going toward the numbers. How about flag him one time? As he's out there, he's trying to get a call.
I was just going to say, you got Bryson rolling, you got Caleb Holzer over here on this side of the hash, they run everybody they've got. They pull two of those big linemen over here, so two of the littlest guys we got out there are facing these big 280, 300-pound linemen. They finally catch sideline warning. Okay.
Sideline warning, first of the game. So the next will be a 5-yard penalty on them. So all that for naught. So it's going to still bring up second down and 8 as DB is huddling up. Something that they're getting a little bit stickler about.
Yep, 9:16 to go here in your ball game. Cyclones lead 14-7 in your Bojangles score of the game. Bojangles got 2 sausage and egg biscuits, $5. Go by there in the morning and pick you up a sausage and egg biscuit.
Yep, as we're now the referee blows it in. You got twins right, single receiver to the left, going jet motion, and they're going to try the quarterback.
Got it.
He's going to try over the right side, and he's going to be down across midfield, and he's going into Cyclone territory. And that's going to be at the 49-yard line. That's enough for a Tribe first down. So 1st and 10.
Can't have that time. You got to eye somebody eyeing him. I'm surprised he hasn't run as much.
Yep, Ben come in. Ben bit on it. He come in and he pulled it. So DB's got in this Cyclone territory. They're going to have trips left, tight end to the right, tailback lined up to the left side. The quarterback hurt. Hurd's going to get it. He's going to hand it tailback. Tailback jumps in the backfield. He's going to be hit by Ben. Still
good job.
Zeph Mullins comes up and lays ahead and holds him to a 1-yard gain as Eli Blevins just throws the receiver off trying to block him. So it's going to be a gain of 1. They're going to mark it at the 47, so it'll bring us second down and 9 for the Indians.
Good job by Ben Adams that time, just stringing him out there, being able to get him down, and Zeph just came in and laid the lick on him.
Yep. DB is huddling, play clock down to 18 seconds, plenty of time. As they're breaking the huddle, they're going to have twin tight bunch formation, twins left, twins right. Tailback's lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Toward the wide side, looking over, trying to get the play. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. They get it. Hurd looking back to pass. He's looking. He's going to pull it down. And he's going to fall forward. Thank goodness the sniper got him.
Yeah, Mason Ball, I think he swapped at his foot there and got him on 1.
Bringing up third down and 5.
Bojangles score the game's 14-7. Don't forget your Bo sandwich, marinated with Bo's traditional seasoning, topped with savory mayonnaise, 2 thick cut pickles, toasted on a bakery bun. Bojangles.
Here comes a huge third down stop for the Cyclone defense as DB sending trips to the wide side of the field, tight ends to the short side of the field, and they're going to try an option. And he's going to get it, and he's going to be run inside the 35, and that's enough for a first down, but the quarterback took a shot from Mason, and his helmet come off.
Absolutely. And I mean, it was a perfectly good hit.
Yeah,
you're going to do the option. That defensive end had quarterback responsibility. He laid him out.
He's got to come out for a play. So he'll be replaced by the backup quarterback is number 18, Sykes, who comes in. It's a first down for the Tribe at the Cyclone 36-yard line. You know it's going to be a handoff. So they got split backs, twins right, single receiver to the left, and
they're going to take a timeout.
They're
going to reset the play clock.
Reset the play clock to 40. 25 now. So play clock sets to 25. As they're going to have split backs, so you know it's probably going to the wide side of the field because 1 is your lead blocker, so it's going over to our sideline. Wanting a bad snap, a high snap, he's going to get it, and he's going to be down, and he's going to be still driving his feet, and he's going to be tackled at the 31-yard line as we tried to arm tackle, and he just run out of that jersey tackle. Pick up a 5, so bring up second down and 5.
6:44 to go here in your ball game. Cyclones lead 14-7, but Dobbins Bennett has it second and 5. Just inside the 31 of the Cyclones.
DB breaks the huddle. They're going to send single receiver out wide left, H-back left, twins to the right. Now the H-back motions from left to right. Now they're going jet motion from left to right. And they're going to throw it. No, Hurt's going to pull it back this way. He's going to pull it. He's going to pull it as Zeth comes up, and he's going to run out of bounds as he was shoved. Oh, he pushed him. He pushed him. That's a bad call. That's a bogus call.
Call a hit out of bounds on Zeth Mullins. That looked like he was pushed out.
He was pushed.
He pulled back. Let's see if it stands. They're huddling down there now.
He was pushed out of bounds. He was pushed, and he pushed into the receiver because he had his hands up.
Yeah, that's almost like a bootleg.
Yeah.
Let's see if they pick it up and wave it off.
Of course, this bunch won't.
I'll just go on a limb and say, no, they're not going to.
No, they're not. They're looking for the spot. Well, that already lost his pencil. Yeah.
Yep. They're going to wave it off? So
they are. They waved it off, so we'll give them that. So it's going to be.
Did they?
Yep.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, they did. No, they did, because he pulled up and got pushed in there, so let's give him a little credit. He's going to wave it here, I think.
He is. He waved it. So they made a good call. He waved it. So it's going to be a gain of about 4, and they're going to mark him.
4.5.
Yeah. See where they mark. You got one referee marking him at the 30.
All they didn't have was a ball.
Yeah.
They got a ball out.
So they're going to mark it at the 29. So it's going to be even a bigger gain than we thought. So it's going to bring up second down and 4. Gain of 6. As we're right at 6:09.
They come out there to start the play, and they didn't even have a ball. That'll tell you a little something, ladies and gentlemen. 6:09 to go here in your ball game.
DB going wide trips to the wide side of the field, single receiver left, tailback to the left side of the quarterback. And the false start, and they missed it as the quarterback keeps it. And that's the backup quarterback, and he's going to be tackled inside the 20. He's still driving, and he's going to be tackled at the 20, and that's enough for a first down. As now Hurd comes back in as the backup quarterback was in. They missed a false start on that one, so it's going to be a 1st and 10 Tribe at the 20-yard line. It's where the Cyclone defense needs to toughen up right here as Andrew Blevins goes out, being replaced by number 82 Mason Ball.
They're trapping us to death, Tony.
Yep.
Trapping us to death in the middle. They're pulling a guard or tackle, and they're just wearing out our ends and tackles.
He's going to have tight formation to the tight trips to the right, single receiver left. There's a jet motion from left to right. Going to come right back up the middle. Nope, he's going to throw a bubble screen out here, and he's going to get it. He's down inside the 10. He's still driving. He's going to be tackled and pushed out of bounds about the 11-yard line. It's going to be short of a first down. So it's going to bring up second down and about 1.
5:29 to go in the ball game. Second down and 1 for the Tribe, just outside of the 10-yard line, between the 11 and the 10.
Got to get to the 10 for a first down. So see if the Cyclone defense can stiffen up here and cause some type of a negative play right here. DB is looking. Trying to get the play in. Play clock's down to 7. Play clock's down to 6. As Joey's going to run down and call a timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. But before we do, we'll let you know Cyclones are up 14-7. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson as we got second down and 1 for the Tribe at about the 11-yard line of the Cyclones. Trailing your Cyclones by a score of 14-7 with 5:29. Let's go in the ballgame. Big play here, Station. Need some type of negative play right here.
I'd like to see him throw another one of those wounded ducks out there.
I'd rather see the high snap just a little bit higher and we pick it up. You got twins right jet motion from left to right. And now they're going to play fake, and he's going to keep it. He's going to be driving. He's going down inside the 10. He's going down to the 9-yard line where it's be enough for a first down as he faked the pitch and the quarterback draw.
As I said, Tommy, they're getting to run their offense this half. That's the difference. So it's going to be first and goal for the Dobbins Benton Indians. Have it on the Cyclone 9-yard line with 5:13 to go. Clock ticking down here in your ball game. Cyclones clinging to score 14-7 in your Bojangles score of the game.
4-down territory for the Indians. They break the huddle. They got tight end left, trips to the wide side of the field. Tailbacks lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Quarterback's rolling right. He's rolling. He's rolling. He's rolling. He's looking. He's going to throw, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be called sliding catch made at the 6-yard line. So a minimal gain of about 3 yards. So it's going to bring up second and goal from about they're going to mark him at the 4.
He slid over here on this side of the
That's
pile.
what I thought. So bring up second down and goal as the game clock's now at 4:48 as he was out of bounds. They're going to have H-back, twins right to short side of the field, single receiver to the left. Now the tight end H-back flips over to the left side of the field. So go try. Quarterback's rolling out. He's rolling. He's going to throw it up. And it's going to say yes. Touchdown. Yes, sir. Touchback. Cyclones. Yes, sir.
Yes. Gerard Griffin jumps up and catches that little pass. Touchback for the Cyclones. Huge. Another one of them little ducks from him. He tried to toss it over there. Gerard, just like he jumped into the goal line on that 2-point, he goes up in the air, pulls it down. Huge stop by the Cyclones. Drags his foot.
There's a replay.
Second down and goal from the 4.
Trying to out-cute yourself, and you try to throw it, and he just throws it up.
And Gerard high points it. There you go.
And good. He's got that 1 foot in.
All you need is one in high school. So Cyclones are going to take over now. First and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 4:42 to go here. First down brought to you by Select 7. They offer CDs, money markets, vacation, and Christmas club accounts. They go where you go. Select 7 has Select 7 credit, mobile banking, Select 7 credit union, helping you select a brighter future.
And off to Mullins. Mullins lowers his shoulder. He's caught 25, squirts up to the 28, and falls forward to the 29-yard line. Second down and 1, a gain of 9. He was about 1 step away from taking that to the house.
That's the Select 7 good luck charm.
Yeah, say it again.
4:25 to go here. Cyclones just need to just pound this rock. Pound it.
We need about a 4-minute drive right here.
Each team has 2 timeouts left here.
Correct? Yep.
Okay.
Got double H, single receiver right. Mullins is your tailback to the right side of Rhett. DB's bringing the blitz. They're going to bring it. Rhett Zeth gets it. Sutter steps. He's across the 30, up near the 31. And speaking of a first down, that's another Select 7 first down. First and 10 Cyclones from our own 31-yard line. Look at them. They're going to start ripping the ball.
Yep, they've been doing it. They've been doing it the whole ball game. But we're at 3:58 to go here. Select 7 first down for the Cyclones. Not in a hurry. You're going to see something here you don't usually see. The huddle from the Cyclones.
Yep, as they're huddling up, as they're going to break the huddle. Still got double H. Single receiver, Luke Whaley wide to the wide side of the field. Mullins to the left side of Slagle. Slagle gets it. He's followed the pull, and he's across the 35, falls forward up to the 36. Gain of 5 yards.
Mullins running hard tonight.
Yes, he is.
Playing a winnable ball game.
3:28 left to go. Second down and 5 for the Cyclones. Good time here for Red to pull it.
Yep. Second down and 5 to go. They're pulling them back in the huddle.
Yep.
They don't even know how to get in the huddle.
No, yeah. I mean, that's about the ugliest looking huddle, but we'll take it as they get to play in. Play clock down to 15. Game clock at 3:07. Still double H loops wide to the left. Mullins left side of Rhett. Rhett watching the play clock go down. He's not going to snap it before 5 seconds. Low snap, he gets it. Mullins gets it. He jump cuts, falls forward up near the 40-yard line, and they're going to mark him just short of the 40. So going to bring up third down and a long 1 or a short 2. You got to get to the 41-yard line as Mullins goes out, being replaced by Girard. As now the band tries to play when it's third down. As the game play clock down to 18. As Cyclones just now break the huddle. Girard's your tailback. He's lined up to the left side. Double H. Single receiver Whaley out here to the left side. Girard's your tailback. Play clock down to 8. Plenty of time. And they're going to get it. And Girard gets the jump cut. Yes, sir. 40. And still on his feet. And across the 44-yard line. And that is enough for another Select 7 first down. First and 10 Cyclones from our own 44 with 2:12 left to go here in the fourth and final period.
Tony, great play by the entire Cyclone team, but we asked at the beginning who's going to step up tonight. I think our answer is number 9, Gerard Griffith. Just an absolutely great play on offense and defense. Does a good job. I think they're going to ride that horse now all the way down. We're down to 152 to go. Gerard's still in the backfield.
Same formation. This time Gerard's looked over to the right side of Rhett. Play clock down to 7. He's going to get it. Gerard's going to get in the backfield, and he's going to fall forward up to the line of scrimmage, and Joey's going to call another timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. So with 1:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Cyclones are up 14-7. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 1 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and linear and liftmaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyls, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson as Cyclone fans are all standing up on their feet, all clad in orange as DB's coming out of timeout, Cyclone's coming out of timeout. Set it up for you real quick. Second down and 10 from our own 44. Cyclones have got it, leading 14-7 with 1:43 left to go, and DB's only got one more timeout left. Got Double H. This time Luke lines up to the short side of the field. Mullins is your tailback. He's lined to the left side of Mullins, and Mullins will get. He's going out to the short side. He's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dragged forward. He's going to get across the 45-yard line, and DB calls their third and final timeout. Stacy, let's keep it right here. DB is now out of timeouts with 1:36 left to go. One first down, the ball game's over.
One first down here. You got to think it's a third down. If they get close enough, the Cyclones may go for it. If not, they got to punt because you don't want to give them the ball here no matter what the time is. Cyclones lead 14-7. First down here, ball game's over with.
Yep, exactly.
If they get fourth down, and I want to say 5 or 6 yards, if they get 5 or 6 yards on this third down and they come into fourth with 2 or less, I like for the big boys to come in and try to push it through, get it on that side of Dobbins-Bennett's side of the field.
Or you go for the hard count.
Go for the hard count, and let it run down, call a timeout, and then punt it and hope your defense can hold.
Yeah, it all depends because they can't stop, and it goes back to 42nd after the play is over, so.
They're not going to run the ball right here. The Cyclones are going to do some kind of pass, I would think.
You think so?
I think they'll do
Stop the clock? Oh, I look for Slagle to pull it maybe.
Well, I don't know. You get a first down here, you end it. Well, and I'm all wrong because they got the big boys in there.
Well, they got back double H. They got a tight end or a tackle over, single receiver left, double H.
Mullins has run the ball a lot, so watch Mullins.
Yep, he's on the right side of Slagle. So we got an unbalanced to the wide side of the field.
They're going to bounce him out here.
And Mullins gets it. He cuts. Yes, sir. Ball game 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Going down.
Yes, sir.
Ball game.
We
have come and defeated Goliath.
Yep. Select 7 first down for the Cyclones. Mullins does a great job. Comes out. It's very smart. When he gets right near the 20, they're going to throw a flag. We don't care at this point.
I don't care.
Yep. 1:26 to go in your ball game. That's going to be a first down for the Cyclones. It's going to be some kind of celebration on the Cyclones. We deserve it. That's one penalty we will take.
Yep, take a knee because the 80s.
Mullins comes over here to the. Tony said we're kind of overloaded on this side. Just an absolutely great job. Comes down the sidelines. Smart. Doesn't go out of bounds. Just takes a knee to let the clock run until they throw the flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cyclones.
Don't matter. We'll take a knee and go to the house.
Yep.
Because we have defeated. We've come into Kingsport. Haven't won since 1988 until 2023. We have defeated the mighty DB Indians.
Cyclones are going to have it first and 10 from the 37-yard line, but it's first and 10, ladies and gentlemen. Clock's ticking now down to 1:23. We got 40 on the play clock.
And
plenty of time.
Stacy's grin, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it back. You can see it all the way back to Elizabeth. As the Cyclone fans standing up.
Victory formation right here.
The best formation in all the sports is Rhett's with Mullins back deep. All you got to do is take 2 of them. Put the ball down to about 5 seconds, take it, and you won't have to snap but one more time. Rhett gets it, and he goes down, and so it's going to be a loss of about 5 yards. That's okay. Play clock at 38. Game clock.
John Whitten over there. Look at him.
Yes, sir.
Well deserved. As the Cyclone, there comes the student section. They're pouring out of the
They're
stand.
coming down.
They're coming down close.
Of everything that's happened all week long, Big J leading the way down here. One more knee, and this is over, ladies and gentlemen. As it is Zuber, it's over there. As all the DB fans are starting to leave, they didn't think that little Elizabethan could do it. But we come in and shock the world, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to do it.
Yes, sir.
Final here, J. Fred Johnson, your Elizabethton Cyclones come in, do the impossible, take down DB by a final score of 14-7. We'll go back to the station for this 2-minute break. We come back, Wes will have our second half highlights. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsor. Woo!
Market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
No matter what your legal need is, contact Misty Buck, attorney at law with office at 116 South Main Street, Elizabethton. Misty Buck handles legal cases for everything, including divorces, settlements, juvenile cases, criminal issues, and even more. Your initial consultation is always free, no matter what your legal matter is. So for all your legal needs, contact Misty Buck, attorney at law, 116 South Main Street, Elizabethton. The phone number is 543-BUCK. That's 543-BUCK to reach Misty Buck, attorney at law. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jonathan Street, your Elizabethton Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jonathan Street is a proud sponsor of Elizabethton High School football on WBEJ. For all your investment needs, call Jonathan Street at 543-8811 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
342-0174. That's the number for Air Right. Here to make all your heating and cooling problems right. Air Right provides great service at a fair price for all types of systems. Heat pumps, gas and oil furnaces, or geothermal. Just call 342-0174. You'll get honest service and be informed about repairs needed with free estimates. Find out more online at RITETN.com or call Air Right 24/7 at 342-0174.
If you're going to replace the old worn-down tires on your car, head out to Birchville's Tire and Recapping, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Ed Birchville will give you the best deal in town on tire brands like Yokohama, Michelin, Cooper, and BF Goodrich. Ed throws in computer balancing free. Get free tire rotation every 5,000 miles. Come in today. Birchville Tire, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Open 8 to 12:30 Saturdays, 8 to 5 weekdays.
Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to an absolutely wild J. Fred Johnson Stadium. If you're a Cyclone fan. Got the band down there in the corner playing. You got the players down there lifting their helmets up. You got the coaches out here just absolutely going crazy. You got Give Maupin out here talking to his former Cyclone teammates down here. Just a great scene in the middle of the field as the student section comes out now to greet the Cyclone players. Just as big a season victory than the Cyclones have had in a long time here. As Tony says, shock the world, David versus Goliath. It's all those things and more here. Joined by our man, twangbanger Wes Hoskoff. So Wes, let's go ahead and recap the second half and then go ahead and give us the stats for the game.
Yeah, crazy second half there, and Dobbins Bennett took all the momentum there in the third quarter. They turned to Job there, Hayden Job, who he only had one carry in the first half, and then he really carried the load and drove them down the field there, and then Will Hurd hit Tylen Taylor with a 17-yard screen. Gave DB the lead there early in the third quarter. Cyclones responded, could have buckled down. had a couple big plays. Luke Whaley with a 20-yard first down catch. Holzer had a 22-yard run, and DB got a personal foul penalty. Settled for a Bowers field goal. Bowers has a second field goal of the night, 24-yarder there, made it 7-6 with 1:36 remaining in the third quarter. 3 plays later, though, first of 2 huge big defensive plays for the Cyclones here. It's to close the third quarter. In the last play, Zach Wallum with a huge, crucial, pivotal interception, and the Cyclones just needed 4 plays from there. Mullins had a 53-yard run for a first down, and then Griffin capped the drive with a 5-yard touchdown run, and then they got in the heavy package, had the conversion run. That made it 14-7 Cyclones.
Diving
conversion run. Yeah, got it right. Earned every bit of it there. And then DB comes back. They're finding some success on the ground, pretty much running the ball. Only had 2 pass plays on the drive. They get down inside the goal here, 4-yard line, and then Jeriah Griffin, what can you say? An amazing interception. He got 1 foot in, drug it in the end zone. Just an amazing, amazing play, and that really just squashed DB's hopes there, tying the game. And the Cyclones just had a heaping, helping runs of Mullins there. Capped by a big 33-yard first down run on third down. What can you say there for the Cyclones? Just an incredible, incredible performance. Overall for Elizabethton, 351 yards of total offense, 40 combined rushes for 201 yards, led by 19 carries for 148 yards from Seth Mullins. Wow. What a game he had. Caleb Holzer had 11 carries for 53 yards. Cyclones would have had some more yards there, but we'll take all those negative yards there at the end. Flagel taking the knee there at the end of the game, and of course Jeriah Griffin had the 4 carries for 12 and that 1 touchdown there. In the passing game, solid for another week, 11 of 15 for 150 yards. Did not turn the ball over in the passing game this week. Just incredible. 15 first downs. All this despite the 3 fumbles in the first half. You lost 3 fumbles in the first half. 0 turnovers for the Cyclones in the second half. That was huge. And did this. 12 penalties for 75 yards. We're talking about that. Those little 5-yard penalties hurt them, but at the end of the day, Cyclones got the dub. Defensively, Dobbins Bennett only got 222 yards of total offense. They 5 of 12 from Will Hurd for 78 yards passing, had the 2 interceptions. They combined for 30 rushes for 144 yards. Their leader was Job. He had 12 carries for 79 yards and 11 rushes for 73 in the second half. So, to lead them there. They only had 6 penalties for 58. They did lose 2 fumbles early as well. But those, what can you say? Those two big, huge interceptions, and the Cyclones just did what they took care of business offensively. And the shout out to Bowers for hitting those 2 field goals. His first 2 field goals of the season. Right. We've all been extra points, and he's perfect 2 for 2 on the field goals tonight. And just a total team win. You didn't. There wasn't no sacks tonight or anything, but there was a lot of pressure, and the defensive line was strong again. Just across the board. What can you say? First time since '88, and you beat Science Hill and Dobbins Bennett the same season.
And Tony and I were talking there. That's absolutely right. 2 6A schools on our schedule. We beat them both. So, we talked about who's going to step up here tonight. Obviously, Jeriah with the big plays. Like you said, Zeth Mullins on those runs that he had tonight, just pound and pound and pound. But he gets on the outside, and he's able to find those lanes with the jump cut, and just a absolutely total team effort by the Cyclones.
Incredible win, and you don't want to say anything too much, but you just feel something special with this team, the way they play together, and as much heart and as energy as they've put together the last few weeks, and to not even have a home game yet, and you're 6-0 on the road to start the season, and so I know we're excited to be back at Citizens Bank Stadium. I'll tell you that for sure. So,
let me tell you what, if they play like this, we're going to be at home all the way to Chattanooga.
That's right.
Well, thank you, buddy. As always, we say it's the best stat man in the business, and we mean it. We certainly appreciate the work he does for us. We're going to send it back to the station for this 2.5-minute timeout. When we do, Tony and I will come back and talk some more about this tremendous victory for your Cyclones tonight. Here on WBEJ, your flagship station for Cyclone football from a victorious J. Fred Johnson Stadium. First time those words have been uttered since 1988 as your Cyclones win 14-7.
Locally owned Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse provide a comfortable and cozy getaway without leaving town. For a great vacation or just a weekend getaway, Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse is the peaceful place to stay on the beautiful Watauga River on Sycamore Shoals Drive off the Watauga Road. For fishing, canoeing, and kayaking, gatherings for family or friends, and always lasting memories. Meredith Valley Cabins, where memories are made by the water's edge. View Meredith Valley Farm on Facebook for more information. Whether you need mowing or other lawn care service, including leaf removal later in the fall, call Steve's Lawn Care of Elizabethton, specializing in these services and more. Steve Burra, owner of Steve's Lawn Care, provides free estimates for all jobs, is licensed and insured, and provides service throughout the entire Tri-City area for residential and commercial needs. So for the end-of-season lawn care you need, including mowing and leaf removal, call Steve's Lawn Care at your service Monday through Saturday at 895-0149. And go Cyclones! Always remember, Eagle Center Antiques at 507 East Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton has 2 levels of store space for you to shop for antiques, books, jewelry, coins, collectibles, home decor, and much more. Things tell a story when people no longer can, so be sure you see all there is to see by shopping both upstairs and downstairs at Eagle Center Antiques, located at the corner of Elk Avenue and Armed Forces Drive in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Owned by Tammy Troutman, who invites you to come in any Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. The law office of Cameron L. Hyder has moved to 605 East Unaka Avenue, Johnson City. Cameron Hyder will still serve clients throughout Carter County at the new location, so if you need legal advice and service in criminal law, family law, wills, estates, probate, or general civil law, contact Cameron L. Hyder at 631-0327. That's 631-0327. Cameron Hyder is also accessible by email at hyderlawoffice@gmail.com. Cameron L. Hyder, attorney, now serving you at 605 East Unaka Avenue, Johnson City. People love to shop Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist, who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D, and is always available for consultation and counseling, plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Hampton Pharmacy is an authorized case knife dealer and has a wide selection of greeting cards for all occasions at money-saving prices. Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Ferry Johnson on a victorious night for your Cyclones, approved 6-0 by a final score of 14-7 over 6A Dobbins Bennett. Stacy, I heard you and Wes talking. 2 victories over 6A, and also a victory over a 5A, who will probably be number 1 seed in Region 1, 5A.
Yep, I mean, you just can't. That's hard to do any year. You'll take 1 victory over a 6A team, but Wes said it best when he said you feel something special about this team, and we kind of thought that after the Science Hill game. We always get hopped up on it, and you come in and you kind of struggle a little bit against the Morristown West team, and you sort of start questioning it, but as the season goes along, you realize Morristown West may be the class of 5A in this area, and they got a really good team. Greenville only beat them by 6 points. Mm-hmm. We played horrible to begin the game and still handily beat Morristown West. So, you kind of look at all these things, and we sit here and we try to figure out what kind of team's going to be. But at the beginning of this ball game, we talked about this is the test the Cyclones need, and we pass it with flying colors, because not only do we gutsy come in and just smack them in the mouth as hard as we possibly can. We've got 5-yard penalties that kill drives, and 5-yard penalties and 15-yard penalties that give them there, but we keep battling. And then, Coach Whitten plays what you're supposed to do. You take the field goal, you take the points. Yep. You take the points, and then just continue to play tough defense. The defensive line played great against a huge offensive line. Your linebackers were flying around as they always do, Wallen and Holzer, and you got Holzer didn't play as much linebacker tonight as you got Zeth in there flying all over the place. But those defensive backs tonight, the coverage that they had on what they were able to do with what they were able to do on those passes, especially. Yeah. Just not the best passes in the world. Garrett grants you there was a wounded duck. This one down here though was
on purpose. They thought they were going to catch them out. Yep. They thought they were going to lob it over our defensive back's head and tie the score up. Jeriah high points that ball, but not only that, has the presence of mind to get that foot down for the touchback, and that, in all instances, that ends the game.
It does. You're exactly right.
So just to watch them play like they did tonight, and we talk about comparisons, and there's a lot of things, and we've seen a lot of Cyclone football here. I remember the 2019 team, the first state championship team. Nothing seemed to rattle those kids. It didn't matter what it was. We were over there at Boone or Sullivan South, and we're going to lose it, and they Stressman blocks the field goal, and we win. Just nothing rattled them. I get the same feeling from this team that nothing's going to rattle them, and we saw that tonight. We saw some penalties. We saw some big runs by them. They line back up and they play the next play, and that is the sign of a championship football team.
Exactly. And you sit there and you watch and you look, and it's still Cyclone fans are still on the field, because this is a big deal. This is a big deal to come over here and beat this bunch. But like you said, you look, we've got sophomore quarterback. We've got a great offensive line that's played together for 3 years. Oh, we got sophomore quarterback. We got sophomore middle linebacker. So, I mean, the pieces are there for us to have a good run, but we've not.
And what we got too, though, is 19 seniors.
Yes.
That don't look like the same ball players they did last year.
Exactly. Yeah, and you hear it over and over. We've had two different interviews in 2 different weeks, or three out of the last 3 weeks. What is the difference in this team and last year's team? What do all 3 of the players say? They say the same thing. They say we got confidence.
We got confidence, and we're like a family.
And we're a family. Yep, that's what everybody keeps saying. They keep alluding to that. So let's go back to the station for another break. When we come back, we'll put a wrap on this and then talk about local scores of interest, as Wes is pointing one out. Let's see, where is that? There it is. Hampton. Cloudland is up on Northview North Green by a score of 30-8. Greenville 47-7 over Sullivan East. Happy Valley 40-6 final. And Thomas Walker 38, Unaka 18.
Save some, so
we'll hit some more when we come back after these words from our sponsors.
If you're looking for commercial insurance on most any business, be sure you check with Elizabethan Insurance Agency near downtown Elizabethton for the best rates before you buy elsewhere. Elizabethan Insurance has commercial insurance for used car lots, contractors, condos, apartments, churches, and even more. Elizabethan Insurance has a full line of commercial products. Elizabethan Insurance Agency, 328 East Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, specializing in all types of homeowners, auto, commercial, and personal lines of insurance. For all your landscaping needs, including landscaping installation, new yards seeded and strawed, landscape maintenance, and whole house debris cleanups and removal service, contact Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton. Jason Bowling has been providing landscaping and lawn maintenance for years and also provides mulching and trimming and even junk removal services. B&G has it all. So no matter what your landscaping need is, call Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton, 512-1036. Your top solution for complete care of all your landscape needs. Custom Muffler and Brake is a full-service auto repair shop. Bring your vehicle for any mechanical work you might need, whether it's major or minor, to Custom Muffler and Brake at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Check your vehicle's fluid levels and recharge your air conditioning system now for the cool comfort you want in your automobile. For Custom Muffler is EPA certified to service AC machines. Remember, any auto repair you might need is available at Custom Muffler and Brake, 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton, your Jasper engine and transmission dealer.
Hello, this is Justin Deaton, pastor of Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, and we'd love to have you come out and join us for one of our Sunday services or Wednesday night Bible study services. We start at 9:45 on Sunday morning for Sunday school, 10:45 for worship service, 6 o'clock on Sunday night, and then 7 o'clock for our Wednesday night Bible study. Once again, this is Justin Deaton with Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, cordially inviting you to come and be with us. God bless you. Hope you're enjoying the game, and you have a great rest of your evening.
Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to J. Fred Johnson on a victorious night for your Cyclones as they come out with a victory, 14-7. Stacey, let's go ahead and hit some more local scores before we preview next week's game.
Cherokee up over Granger County, 34-14 in the third quarter.
Final, Chucky Doak 27-6 over Claiborne.
Daniel Boone defeats Cott County 35-0.
Volunteer falls to 0-6 as Crockett beats them 38-18.
Hampton all over Eagleton Academy, 51-13.
Greenville 54-7 over Sullivan East.
Happy Valley is going to defeat Hancock County 40-6.
Here's a good ball game at Jeff County. Morristown West and Jeff County all knotted at 20 in overtime.
You know, Jeff County's running through that 6A here, and I mean, Morristown West is a really, really good team. Johnson County is up 22-14 over Pigeon Forge at the half.
Cloudland 30.
Morristown West just went final. They defeat Jeff County 26-20 in overtime.
Wow. Cloudland 30, North Green 8 start of the fourth quarter.
Elizabethton's opponent next week, Northview Academy, now losing to Carter 22-19 in the fourth quarter.
Science Hill and Westridge. Science Hill's up on Westridge, score 27-14 in the fourth quarter.
Come back on that one, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Sevier County defeats Hardin Valley 19-14.
Tennessee High beats Gate City, score 42-13.
Thomas Walker is leading Unaka 32-18.
Gatlinburg Pittman 46-0 over Unicoi County.
All right, let's get down here to what we care about. Let's look at the Alcoa. 24-7 defeats Knox West.
Those scores are courtesy of Big West, the Twainbanger, and Coach T. Stacy, I've been waiting 6 long weeks to say that finally we get to go back to beautiful home away from home, slice of heaven, Citizens Bank Stadium for 3 consecutive games.
Yep, and it's going to be more than that. We got a big one. Every game's big now because you're one step closer to clinching that home field advantage for playoffs all the way through. Like I said, all the way through until you go to Chattanooga, where the championship is going to be held again this year. You got Northview Academy coming in next week, and then you've got who we got after that? Volunteer. Then we got a bye week. Maybe. Trying to get something scheduled there, but nothing solid right now. And then the all-important, it may be for all the marbles again, and against the Green Devils in the final game of the season, thanks to the TSSAA, they set it up that way. So you talk about a huge contest. Volunteer and Northview Academy both way down this year. Should be victories for the Cyclones. It's very possible that both teams in the conference come into that Week 10. And we're not trying to jinx anybody or say anything, but the way things have been played out this year, and barring any injuries with the Cyclones, what a huge game. But this game, more than anyone we've played this year, kind of measures the mettle of this team. And, they just went toe-to-toe, and no moral victory here. We got a victory. Yep. And, for old-timers like me, you beat Dobbins-Bennett in anything. Johnny Raines used to tell me the stories where they said, if you beat Science Hill and Tiddlywinks, it's a victory. It's even more so for Dobbins-Bennett because they've been fewer and far between against this program. So, to come in here at a small college atmosphere, and like we talked about, there's more students at this high school than there are at any university in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia other than ETSU. Exactly. So, just the talent pool that they have, and Coach Whitten talked about it, they've got 22 players on offense and defense. They got 11 separate offense, 11 separate defense. We've got kids that are playing both ways and running down on kicks or snapping or holding or kicking. And so, just to David versus Goliath is the ultimate story of big versus little from the Bible. But, when you talk about here, it's like Elizabethton's really got no business beating Dobbins-Bennett except for the heart that they showed, the play that they had, and the coaches had a game plan, and they stuck to it. You didn't see anybody, losing their mind when you get behind. You don't see anybody, panicking or anything, the coaches or the players. And so because of that, ladies and gentlemen, we get to ride back on Interstate 26 as winners tonight.
That's right. And there's no team out there that embodies their coach's persona as this Elizabethton Cyclone team. The calmness that he's got over the last 5 years is just extraordinary, and he puts his players in the best position to win and be successful, not only here, but in the afterlife and after-school life as they make them more successful.
Well, he's trying to raise men. He's not trying to raise football players. He's raising men, and he raises them because during these few months he spends as much time or more than their parents do.
More.
I'm so excited about this. I got off your point.
All right.
We get to go home next week, thank goodness, to Citizens Bank Stadium, and we face a Northview Academy team in which Elizabethton went in this week, tied in first place.
Northview's in the top 10 this week.
They're in the top 10 this week. So, it's a newer school, but it's a kind of an older rivalry with the Cyclones, because I can remember going down there and playing Kodak against the Academy up there on the hill as we go down. So
17 and 18,
but they're now in our conference. So, this is a big game next week. It's one more, and we got a chance to knock them off of that roost and out of the way, and then take care of business, and then we got it set up.
Yep, one game at a time. And as you mentioned, that starts next week as we're finally home at beautiful Citizens Bank Stadium. It's homecoming next week, and join us
in more ways than one.
In more ways than one. This is a true homecoming game for us. But join us next week at 6 o'clock for Murphy Fair, and then the Coach Sean Witten Show. If you don't listen to it, I beg you, listen to it and listen to the insight and the knowledge that he gives out to it, and he gives us a sort of a hint of what to expect from the game plan. He comes on at 6:30, and then Stacy and myself and Big West will be from Citizens Bank Stadium at 7 o'clock, preview the big contest with Northview Academy, our first home contest, homecoming, everything coming up at once. But join us next week. We appreciate each and every one of you allowing Stacy and myself the opportunity to come out here and do what we enjoy to do, and hope that you just get a little bit of excitement from us.
They can feel it through the radio. They felt it tonight. So
that's right. And as I always say, in honor of our good old buddy John, good night. God bless. Go Cyclones. We'll see you next week.
This has been a sports presentation of WBEJ Radio. Elizabethton High School football. Brought to you by Citizens Bank, Northeast State Community College, Hermitage Health Center, Dino's Restaurant, Carter Finance, Southern Finance, the Wildwood Flower Company, the Jewelers Bench, Green Tree Motors, TLC Massage, Signature Healthcare, Happy Valley Credit Union, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Ridgewood Barbecue, Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio and Boutique, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Jay's Corner, Carter County Bank. Score the Game brought to you by Bojangles. First Down sponsor brought to you by Select 7 Credit Union. Tonight's play-by-play provided by Stacy Street and Tony Briggs. Tonight's show produced by Barton Edens. Thanks for listening, and join us again next time for Elizabethton High School football on Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ Radio Sports.